Alright, what's up, bitches? I'm back today with a guest. No Mr. Anonymous today. I'm here with Marina from Memori 702. And I'm your host, Ale, Sin Vergüenza, the podcast. So, you want to go ahead and just give us a little quick introduction about yourself? Because I could go on with all the stuff that you do.
Ooh, okay. This is fun. So I'm born and raised here in Las Vegas. I'm a photographer. I'm a Chicana photographer. I also am an esthetician, so I specialize in makeup artistry and lash extensions. I own a business here inside Broadacres Marketplace in Las Vegas. My name Memori 702 is because I create memories for people. So I have like that old school backdrops. I wanted to bring back affordable photography to the community. That's so important to me. My name Memories. I kind of did a little twist on it with the .es.
I like that.
For the East Side 702. That's where I'm from.
That's when I see that, I'm like, dude, she's repping it no matter where she goes. Like that logo, that brand is gonna go all over, and everybody's gonna know.
Definitely,
we're from Vegas.
Exactly, and especially like the East Side. For those of you that don't know what the East Side is, the East Side is like Little Mexico. It's like more of a.
And if you know where Little Mexico's at, then you for sure been around Vegas. For real.
Yep. So it's more of a minority neighborhood community. And it's very, to me it's really important. Like you said, anywhere I go, like I've been traveling, I also am a travel photographer. I've traveled throughout East Coast, West Coast, and going out to the East Coast was really different because they're like, oh, you Cali, or oh, you know, and I'm like,
Cali vibes?
People tell me that like they think I'm from Cali and stuff, or because they don't know,
right?
Or they're like, oh, you're a chola for real, and I'm like, no.
Honey, it's the aesthetic.
Yeah, it's aesthetic, but I don't, even if I'm presenting myself, like I've been around celebrities, I've been around, people that are really big in the industry and stuff, like producers and stuff, and I still wear my Chucks, my Cortezes, still do my makeup hella.
That's what I'm liking. Like right now, we can literally come as we are, and we're going to be accepted. Like if you go back to the day and age where our parents were at, put on a dress, put on some button up, some nice shoes, like look presentable. No, I feel like now what's so cool with what everybody else is doing, being so entrepreneurish, we can really pop out and be who we really are. And I feel like everybody around us is really accepting of each other now. So that's really cool. Like I seen that your recent trip was Chicago, no?
Yeah, it was Chicago, and I was going back and forth from Chicago and Florida and Pensacola.
Oh my gosh. How was that whole trip, like the vibe out there in Chicago for you?
I feel like because I was hearing like Chicago's like Chirac, like it's hella hood out there and all kinds of. Like, everybody's like, be careful out there, and I was like, this is beautiful. Right? Like the architecture, the art was so beautiful. The people were really nice. I never felt like unsafe, but it could also be me because I grew up on the East Side. I grew up around.
That's what I was gonna say.
Things,
like
so
because
like,
it is Chirac. Do you feel like it was a little more safer than like being on the East Side? Do you feel like you were more comfortable out there? Because people were saying like it's known to be scary and stuff like that.
I think for that question it's kind of hard for me to answer because I'm not like other people. Like I'm really not afraid of anything.
Okay, I'd be
like
scared.
The only thing I'm afraid of is heights. That's it, in the IRS. But other than that, like I really do not care about. I don't care about. I'm not afraid of the afterlife, of death and stuff. So I really don't care. I can be around like a killer and I'll be straight. Like
do it, pussy.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like it's crazy. Like I really am not scared. Like I lived in Mexico. I was doing a lot of things alone. Like I would take the camion by myself. I would be traveling to different little pueblitos and stuff by myself. Like I really didn't.
You got used to like, I'm not gonna be touched. Like it's known that people are scary, but you know what? Like I'm safe. You just get used to the chaos at some point.
And I feel like because like I'm not a person that like ¿cómo se dice? Oh, I speak English, so like
same. It's okay.
¿Cómo se dice? No soy una persona que like soy alterada. Like I don't be like picking shit aggressive. I'm not aggressive, like if somebody's gonna be rude to me, I would just be like, oh, okay, cool, like you're having a bad day, like so I'm not gonna keep on going with that
people tell you stuff about like your chola vibes or whatever. Do you like get pressed on a lot?
Not anymore. I feel like now it's different. I feel like because I'm not gang affiliated. I'm not a chola. That's what I explained. Like, I'm Chicana. This is just
This
this is my
this is my
face. This is my
style.
style. This is my
Yeah.
face. Like, everybody wears like Cortezes or Chucks, but it's just the way you dress it and the way you do your
I
makeup and
like
your
that
hair.
TikTok you
Like,
made recently where it was
yeah.
like, you left your Converse at my house. Bitch, I got nothing but Cortezes.
Yeah,
What are you
exactly.
talking about?
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? That is one good way for a chola to catch her man slipping. Seeing some girly shit up in his
Exactly.
house.
Yep, yep. Yeah, so I mean, I don't get pressed on. I feel like back in the day it was different, or maybe it still is, but I'm an adult and there's nobody, like, I feel like
Right.
people are not
It's more
pressing
like
you.
within the
It's
kids.
more with
Like,
the youth and stuff. I don't know. I haven't been active. I have seen their little taggings. Speaking of which, I will be giving classes on how to do tags, because the stuff that you guys are putting out there is
some
like,
toy,
bro,
dude.
like, you guys whole, it's with the wrist, like, you gotta do it like that. I don't know. You guys are like,
Stiff.
yeah, like, please stop. If you're gonna be doing taggings in my neighborhood, please.
Dude,
Please
I
practice.
feel so bad seeing like the doñas and the dons painting over their houses over and over again, at least on my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Because they be tagging up the walls and, like, they don't want to be associated with that. They don't want to
Yeah.
get their house shot up. So constantly people painting over their taggings. I'm like, dude, like, this is somebody's house. Come on.
Yeah, I
Like,
feel like definitely
at
be
least do the
respectful.
sidewalk or something.
That's
But
always been like a dream of mine, like a vision, is like, I really want to put, I don't know if it's like paper or something, where these kids, if they really want to write something, like, make art, like, do something beautiful for that,
because I'm not going to lie, some of them are some good taggers. It's like, dude, like, you could be painting murals, honestly, if you wanted to. Like,
Yeah.
there's the guys that have the black books with all their
Oh, I
tags
love the
and
black
stuff.
books,
Dude,
yeah.
you guys are good. Just put it to something better than something chaotic, do something out of that.
Do something productive and make money out of that. So I have a homie, Fuse, that actually did this one. I did a few of the little pink spots and stuff.
Came on nice.
But yeah, he does really, really good work. But I was like, Fuse, like, you gotta go out there, like, start charging people,
Oh,
like,
he did this for free
he
for
did
you?
No, hell no, he
Oh.
charged me. The fuck. If I'm gonna tell somebody to charge me too. Like, I respect people's art. Graffiti is one of my favorite forms of art. Also, airbrushing, photography. Obviously, people don't see it or understand that it is a form of art. But I feel like artists should be paid,
For
so
sure.
and I think that that's so important, and I like to show people, that's why I like showcase my, like, graffiti and different art and stuff, and showing that's really important to me, to show people, like, you can get paid. Charge. Don't be doing this for free. Don't go and steal cans or pay for cans just so you can do it for free out in the streets and then not get paid for it. Like,
Especially like right now, like I'm saying right now, entrepreneurship is being so pushed out there. A lot of people are getting more into it. So it's like, really put that thought about yourself. Like, instead of putting all that time to the 9 to 5, put it into yourself just as much. Like, go ahead and just push yourself just as much so you can go ahead and make something for yourself to leave that 9 to 5.
yeah.
And dude, you've done it. You have the photography business, you have your lashes. I see you do cosmetics as well. So it's like, out of all the things, plus you're teaching the youth, like your family, to go ahead and like get out the 9 to 5s, and that's really cool. I seen that, like, in one of your things you said that you're focusing on what is it called, like leaving wealth like to your offspring and like their
Definitely.
offspring, like how do you call it?
My biggest motto is, I want to break generational curses and create generational wealth.
That's generational wealth. There you go.
And that can also be, it doesn't necessarily, not the entrepreneurship life isn't for everybody. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many hard days and so many hard things that I face, and there's so many sacrifices that I make. I've been at this for well, actually for longer than that, because this is my business now, but I did live in Mexico and I started a contracting company out there with my ex. So that was also one of my things that I started too. Also with my parents, we had a taco truck. My dad is a welder, so he had his own business, his own ironwork business. So I've been in entrepreneurship all my life. I've seen the struggles. There's days that we didn't have anything to eat. There's days where I go without eating, but I can go over things. Shout out to my homegirls that their mamas cook or feeding me, letting me stay on their couch. Shout out to the homies that, you know, took me to and from school. Like, shout out to everybody that has been there for me. But those are the sacrifices that I've made, and those are the sacrifices that a lot of people don't see with entrepreneurship, or they give up because it's hard. So I get it. No shame to people that do give up, and no shame to people that do have the 9 to 5, because it's, like I said, it's not cut out for anybody. The 9 to 5
is the same, honestly. Like, it's hard, but at the same time, like you're saying, even the entrepreneurship is hard. Like, your boss, he might be a dick, but there's a reason. Like, imagine everything that they have to put.
Definitely.
How much, dude, every single person that I've been around that owns their own company, they're working at home, they're answering emails on the toilet. Like, like you said, no, it's okay. Bad if like you quit or anything. Is just like it is a struggle to go ahead and handle all this. So like, with that being said, out of like all the businesses that you have running right now, what do you think is like the one that's been the most easiest, like, to go ahead and start off with and maintain, compared to one of the hardest ones to go ahead and, like, you know, just handle its day-to-day necessities that you need to do with it? Because the way I see, I feel like the lashes is the one that would probably be the hardest. You can pick somebody's eye out or something.
I mean, that was the one that took the most time, because I had to do. So I started off lashes in Mexico, actually. I was trained by a Canadian woman. Her name is Mindy. Shout out to you, baby girl. And she taught me she taught me how to do just classic lashes, which is individual lashes, one by one. Volumes and stuff weren't really big out there, only because the clients that we had were older clients, because it was like in a retired area. So most of my clients were Canadian and American. That were retired out there, and they just lived the beach life, so they didn't really need the full-on makeup and stuff. So I just did that, and I came back here to Vegas after a year of being out there. But here in Las Vegas, you have to go to esthetician school in order to have your license and be able to do the eyelash extension. So I feel like that was the most hardest and like time consuming, because I actually waited after I came back from Vegas. It took me almost 5 years to go back into school, just because I needed the time, the money. It's an investment. I mean, I invested over $12,000 in just schooling. On top of that, I have to buy my products. It's time consuming. Shout out to all the lash artists out there. I mean, I'm honestly still taking a while on doing my sets, like 5 hours to do a full set, where I should be at 2 hours. So it's a lot of practice, a lot of time. So I feel like that one's my hardest. That's my newest on my own here in Las Vegas to start off. I just graduated in October, and I opened my lash studio in a couple months ago. Well, actually last month.
And shout out to your clients, because you said you're like taking 5 hours right now. Shout out to those patient clients too, taking their time.
Yes, I'm very grateful for them. And I know I'm not perfect, and even with photography, everything that I do, I know that it's always, I need to learn. There's always room for improvement. Yeah, there's always room for improvement. So I really appreciate it. And these are some of my girls that have come to me, were like some of my homegirls, some of the girls that started when I was doing lashes when I just came back from Mexico, because when I came back from Mexico, I only had $40. And
I seen that, if you don't mind. I seen that video that you made where once you broke up with that ex, you said, I came back to Vegas with nothing but my laptop and like my lash.
I came back with my ring light, my laptop, my makeup kit, because I went to makeup school out there too, and just a luggage, like a little small valise with some of my clothes, and that's it. That's all he let me come back with. And I know that I just started like with the $40 that I had, with just getting some tweezers and getting a few like lash products. And I came back to my parents' house. Well, they had an extra room there, and I'm like, can I just make this into my lash studio? I didn't even want to come back to my parents' house, because I was like so embarrassed of the failure, you know? Like, I went and told them I was going to marry this man and move to Mexico, and I fucking did, and it didn't work out. So that was really challenging. And when I came back, shout out to my homegirls, I was couch surfing and stuff to them, because I was so ashamed to come back. But thankfully, like, my parents welcomed me back with open arms, and I went, got a little, their paint, because my dad always has paint in the back, mixed red and white, made it pink, painted that room, got a free chair off of OfferUp, And
for shout out to OfferUp.
yeah,
I see hella furniture out there for free.
Yep. So I got me some free furniture and just started lashing. I was doing lashes for $40. And then I was
just using the materials,
just the materials that I had.
You didn't really have to put that much.
And then I went to work for Sephora, fucking part time,
because it was the only place. Don't even get me started with what I seen you said about Sephora and what they told you.
Yep. So I mean, it's a good company. Just I don't know, the management that I had was not good. But yeah, I went to go work at Sephora because it was the only place that would give me a free uniform because I didn't even have clothes,
right.
And free makeup. So I'm like, okay, I can just build up my makeup kit because the makeup kit that I had in Mexico was like LA Girl, like Bisou, like, you know, it wasn't really good quality makeup, but I was still beating faces with it, that. You know, like that was another thing that was really good that I loved about Mexico is it made me be more resourceful, and it made me, my artistry as a makeup artist, be really good because I can work with a product that's not high end and still make it look really professional and high end.
Dude, I believe it because I barely have started doing makeup and my tias were like, you need to do my face all this time. I'm like, girl, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Little do you know, my neck don't even match my foreskin, my neck skin or whatever.
Ooh, who's thinking about foreskin?
I'm over here like, what do you call this? A cheek. But yeah, no, they would always tell me that. I'm like, dude, no. But with you, like, I seen that TikTok that you made, and it was like you were like, how are you saying, using the off-brand products or whatever, and you made it work. Shit, I seen like I feel like you have to know Shawty Bae.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've seen, she got caught lacking and had like a palette from Tjmax and stuff. And people were like, girl, you make so much money and you're out here using palettes from Tjmax. I'm like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
I mean, her face still looks good. It looks like she did a good job. I get my shit at Walmart. I don't think it's that bad either. I know girls who do some good ass makeup, and I'm like, where do you get that? At Walmart, at Walgreens, I get my makeup here.
Aquí en the Swami, you know, if
really you haven't used that Apple mascara before, I feel like we've all used it before.
Yep.
But okay, so I want to go ahead and let's go ahead and start into our first segment. So I appreciate that. I see, guys, I made a list of all the things that this girl does, and there's not even stuff that she puts out that she's done. So the list just keeps going, and like you said, there's always room for improvement. So you got a list on you. I'm really like proud. Like, if I've known her forever, I'm proud of you. I've seen where you've come
you've been
from.
part of the journey, right? Like, when did you start following me?
I honestly don't know, but I did started seeing you pop up a lot. Like a lot of people are liking like the, like how you say, the old school like vibe and stuff. So honestly, you know what? Izzy, I don't know if you know her, Isamar from Issy Dressy. She's the one who put me on.
Oh, okay, she's a vendor. Yeah. Right? Okay.
Yeah,
she
so
makes
shout
like
out to
she makes earrings and things like that. Okay, yeah, shout out to Izzy.
So she put me on you, and that was a while ago. That was when, like, last year, around summer last year. And I had followed you, and everybody all of a sudden, like, you started coming up everywhere on my like TikTok and stuff. I'm like, okay, she's out here. We actually were supposed to have her on a while ago, and then homegirl just started, like you said, flying from one place to the other. I'm like, you do you, like, you look like you're having fun.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, let's go ahead and go into our first segment. So with this first segment, we're gonna go into the Flow app, and it's an app where you can go ahead and track your periods. It has a women's chat room, and we're just gonna learn about the woman's body. And the viewers already know why I do this, but I'm gonna explain it to you. So the reason I'm doing this is because I feel like when I was younger, I didn't really get taught well, nor did my mother know how to explain it well. It's awkward stuff. I don't even think she fully knows what she's supposed.
I still don't know how to use a tampon.
I found out that I was using, dude, if we're being honest, you know how you're supposed to use the applicator to put it in there? No, I was popping that bitch like an EpiPen and shoving it in myself. That's just how it goes.
Is that not how it goes? I don't know how it goes.
That's how I do it still.
I don't even know how far up. I don't know what. I don't know. I really don't know.
All I know is that thing's in there and it's doing what it's got to do. But yeah, so that's why I brought this topic up in here, so girls can go ahead and learn with us, and I'll be that awkward person to have it with you. So
you're gonna teach me how to use a tampon?
Not today.
Okay.
Not today. That's not today's topic.
Okay.
We'll help you later.
Okay, please.
So, with today, it's why are there so many fertile days? And I made today's a little short one. Usually we have like a long 15-30 minute talk on this, but for time's sake, just because I want people to hear more about you today. So we're going to go ahead and just say this. So a woman can only get pregnant during ovulation, but there's still so many fertile days. So what's up with that? Basically, it's because sperm can survive in a woman's body for up to 5 days. Did you know that?
Excuse me, what?
5 days.
Okay, so what's up with the plan B though? Like that really works, right?
Yeah, no, you
Okay.
have to take it. The plan B, I think it was 2 to 3 days.
Okay.
And then if you're like a specific weight, it also depends how many you're supposed to take. So we're gonna give another shout out to Sinister Salon. If you don't know that hair salon, they provide Plan Bs, condoms.
What?
I think it's Narcan. Basically, if somebody's having an overdose, you could go ahead and use that on them. But it's for a
Wow.
specific drug. I think it was opioids.
Okay.
But shout out to them. So yeah, that's why your ovulation is so long, because that's how long it could last.
Wow.
Ovulation doesn't always occur on the same day in each cycle, but if you use the Flow app, you can go ahead and it'll help you calculate that whole stuff. So that's pretty much all we're learning today. Is basically that's why your days are so much longer. Make sure you actually calculate your days right for those ovulation periods, so you don't get pregnant if you're not trying to get pregnant.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll last in you for 5 days. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I didn't
So,
know.
There's that, guys. Do you have any questions on that or anything?
No, I feel like
Okay,
I've just
good. I
been
was scared.
such a I feel like I'm very irregular and stuff, so maybe I should track that.
Right.
And then at the same time, like I've never tried to get pregnant, so I'd never
You'd be surprised as to how many girls actually don't track it.
yeah.
Really surprised.
So what are the benefits of tracking it? What would you say?
You can go ahead. Like, I feel like for me, my benefits are just realizing when I shouldn't be, doing it unsafe. When I should be expecting my period, like I'll go ahead and pack up my bag and stuff. But honestly, before I didn't have to track it because I just always knew it was gonna start at night. But then once I became the person that started it midday, that's when I had to track it, because that
'cause you
shit
don't
will
want no
catch you slipping.
surprises.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll catch you slipping.
Yeah.
But a lot of girls honestly don't track it, and it's more like you yourself will know physically.
Yeah.
So I just recently, like an episode or two ago, my friend told me that she can smell when she's about to start her period. I never knew that. I never smelled anything
No.
different about myself during that period, but it's true. You can smell it.
I feel it like just like the week before, the days leading up to it, my whole mood changes. I am not.
I'll get the munchies, dude.
Yeah, I eat. It's like I'm going into hibernation mode. Yeah, like it's really, I cannot stand being on my period, and that's why like it's so. When I say like I like to create my safe place, like once I have like because I had another studio too, like inside the mall, but I like
seen
girls
that
at the mercado.
Yeah, that just came out. What happened with that? You're not there no more, huh?
No, I'm not there no more. I closed that down in June of last year.
Oh, okay. It's pretty new. They just made that too over there in the Boulevard Mall.
Yeah, they just made that like 3 or 4 years
Let
ago.
me not
like,
put
right
on the
before.
Boulevard Mall, because that's the only mall I like to go where there's no people.
Yeah.
Stay at the Meadows Mall, guys.
People
get
will
too shy.
people will still not go over there though. I mean, like I don't know. The Boulevard Mall is like they don't have any major stores or
Not really. I'd like it just
anything.
to like, in case I do want to go get my eyebrows done real quick or just a quick fit. I like going in and out. I'm a very shy person, so
Okay.
the less people, the better for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was our first segment, guys. So let's go ahead and move on. I have a couple of things. One thing that since we already kind of touched the topic of if you're okay with this,
Yeah.
moving in with our exes. I haven't really had somebody to talk about this, but I know that it's like a good thing to go ahead and let other people know. So I want to talk about the cons of moving in with somebody when we're young. How old were you, if you're okay with answering, when you moved in with that person?
With my ex, I think I was.
That's good you don't remember. Let's lock that up.
No. I think I was 21, 22, 22, 23.
So we were in the same boat.
Yeah.
So, like that when you said that, oh, this is all I left with, guys, that's the part that sucks about moving in with somebody. I wanted to talk about this because I recently also seen a post on Facebook, and it was like, guys, men, do not move in with your lady, because any fight that you guys have, you're gonna get kicked out. So same thing goes for the girls though. And I feel like it's way more toxic as a girl moving in with a guy, because like the power that they have over you is insane. So I want to just
if
go
you
ahead
let
and,
them.
True.
If you
true.
let them.
I'm not gonna lie, for some point I was letting myself, because you honestly like get so wrapped up. Like, love makes you stupid. And it's true, love makes you stupid. So it's like, when you're in that environment, it really feels like at some point you make yourself feel like you have nowhere to go, which is not true. And it's like, if you're okay, like, once things started getting bad, was it instant for you to just get up and go, or did it take like a while for you to actually be like, you know what, I just have to go home?
With the ex that I moved in with, because we moved in, everything was all great when we were here in Vegas, and then we moved out to Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So that's where it was really hard, because I didn't prepare. What the thing with us, we were so in love, and we were gonna move to Mexico, and me lo pintó bien bonito. Like, I had never been as an adult to Mexico. I had just went as a kid, and we would just go to Tijuana, Ensenada, but we were never like, I never went to where, I never went to, my dad's from Mexico City and my mom's from Michoacan. I never went to where they're from. So I never got like the full experience. Like, we stayed in hotels and stuff over there. I never got to live.
Oh, you never
like
stayed with family?
I never stayed with family or anything, because all my family, they moved to Los Angeles. Like, I don't have any family in Michoacan, and I do have some tias and stuff in Mexico City, but I haven't gone to go visit.
Right.
Because we were poor.
So you really didn't like get that.
I didn't get that experience. Yeah, no, I didn't get the full Mexico experience. So when he convinced me to go move out there, that's the thing. Like, when we lived out here, like, everything was under my name. I had a house. Like, I was a realtor. I had a good job. I had 2 cars. I was doing really, really good. I was doing really, really good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I had everything good.
I feel so behind right now.
No, don't feel behind. Don't feel behind. Like, I've been grinding like for a long ass time. So what was I saying? Okay, so, and he was a construction worker. Anyways, we had like the perfect life, right? We were gonna get married, all this shit. So I really put my all into us, into building us. I took out there, because I didn't expect to like have to fall back on anything.
Right.
Which I should have.
We got each other.
Yeah, we have each other.
I should be straight.
Yeah, exactly. But I should have left something out here. I should have, and the way I did it too. Like, I'm Chicana, Mexican American. My parents are Mexican, so they have different traditions. You know, they're like, once you leave the house, you're gone. You know, so I was very afraid to come back because of that. So when we went out there, it was really hard. There was the toxicity started like a month in, and I already knew I wanted to come back. But part of me was like that ego that like I cannot
let them know that they were right.
Yeah, that they were right. I cannot. Where am I gonna go to? And then him too convincing me like it's gonna be okay. We already did this move out here. Like, let's keep on going. You know, and not wanting to come back. It really took that last really bad situation for me to come back and be like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just, even if I don't have anything, I'd rather just be alive
than
be safe than be here, because I really was very unsafe.
Well, yeah, and being out there basically by yourself.
I was by myself, yeah. And I really like I do want to get into that. I don't know in this segment or when you want to get into that, but I think it's something that I haven't talked about fully, but I know that women need to hear it, and I've been asked to talk about it for the past 3 years.
Go ahead.
I've been asked for the past 3 years because I know that it will help somebody, you know.
Right.
Like, Girls, guys, whatever situation that you're in, even if you have nothing, if the reason why you're staying, I've heard a lot of people say like the reason why they stay is because they don't have money, they don't have a place. No, like, F it, just start all over. Take it from me as a girl that now I have 3-4 different businesses, and I started I started this business even with my freaking
her and her $40.
Me and my $40.
She said her and my $40.
Yeah, me and my $40. You know, made it. My $40 and my trauma, my $40 and my pain, my $40, and I really didn't have nothing. I'm telling you, like, and I'm a lover girl. Love comes back. I mean, I got engaged after that too, and now I left that food too, and I'm in another happy relationship. Like, fuck it,
even
dude.
if you have the ring, you could still leave.
You can still leave, for real. Leave his ass. So I feel like it's so important. Like, even if you move in with somebody, it's okay. Like, humble yourself. Like, make sacrifices to be happy, you know, like, get out
and
of that
don't
situation.
be ashamed if you don't even leave right away. There's a statistic. A woman will take at least 7 chances to go ahead and leave a toxic relationship.
Yep.
And I don't even think that statistic is still even
right.
I feel like there's way more
like
chances
you give
a man.
so many chances, and I've seen it, you know, like, I've had, even with chances with, like, infidelity, drugs, like, everything, you still forgive them.
She get the core right there.
Yeah, like, everything, you know, like, yeah, I think, but you gotta put yourself first. And especially, I think what hit me too the most, like, I'm already older, I'm getting my OBGYNs that I only have, now I only have, like,
are we going deep, guys?
I only got like 4 years left in me to make a baby. So, like, you know, but I also thought about that too, like, the fools that I was with, I didn't want to have a baby with. So I'm like, why am I gonna stick here if I feel like I'm not safe? I
can't give you the most of me.
Yeah, and then also, like, I'm not gonna have a good dad. I'm not gonna have a good father figure. I'm not gonna do it. You know, right. I'm gonna let it go. And also, you have to realize, like, if that person isn't for you, you're also not for that person. And it took a lot for me to realize that too. Like,
we talked about last episode or episode 2 ago. Some people together just. Yeah. They'll bring out the worst in each other. Yeah. And it's nothing but that. Like, they'll call it that toxic relationship for a reason. Like, you guys, like you said, yeah, it's all love and rainbows at first. But once you really live with somebody to that level, that's when you really see their true colors and stuff like that. Yeah. People say,
and you can even see it before, you know, really notice the things before too. Like, and really ask yourself. I feel like I didn't realize until this last relationship with my recent fiance, like, what are my values and what are his values, and they never were the same. Even in the beginning, I should have asked him what his values are. I should have seen what his values were and not get into it, you know. Like, we were two completely different people. And when I fell in love with him, when we fell in love and breaking up, and him wanting to be with other women, and I was like, why not me? Like, why am I not good enough? But I need to realize,
I hate when a man makes you feel like that.
Brings you out of character. It makes you look at, I'm a girl's girl, but it made me so angry. Like, it made me, like, compare myself. Like, yeah, but it's like, you know what? Like, that's fine. Ultimately, he needs to be happy too. Right. You know? At the end of the day, we all need to individually be happy with ourselves and also with our partner. If I wasn't making him completely happy, and
I hope somebody else
a girl that's fucking 7 years younger than him will, like, by all means, go for it, you know?
We got her hot, guys. We got her hot.
Somebody that, you know, just wants to get drunk every weekend and do drugs. If that's your type, then go for it, because it ain't me, baby. I got goals. Literally, I got businesses. Dude. I got things to do. And I'm not
get out of it sooner, because if not, his shit can rub up on you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It can affect you and drag you with it. And that's what I would tell him.
Like, you know, like, I got a reputation. Like, this is my business. I stand for who I am as a person in my community. And if you're going to be sitting there, like, fucking... I'm sorry, but he was doing, like, some hardcore drugs behind my back.
Oh, so we kind of do have the same story, I guess.
That doesn't sit well with me, because I'm so... And I'll get into that, too, like, with politics and stuff. Like, drugs are really, like, they're big pharma. The fucking streets are polluted with drugs and stuff that are not created by us. We didn't bring this here.
You know what I just learned too? My boyfriend just told me that one major, like, kind of, it's, I don't know if it's NyQuil, but something like that. They actually use fentanyl in their medications legally. Like, they're legally selling people fentanyl out here
to get hooked on.
That's
stuff.
fucking insane.
So to me, like that, it's crazy. And I was talking to one of my clients about that too. That's another thing. When you book a session with me or booking a full ass session, we gonna talk. I'm gonna ask you, like, what's the love story? I go deep into, like, the family roots and different things, you know, like, no, seriously. Just yesterday I had a client, like, we were crying, you know, like, I like to talk to my community. I like to know what's going on. I want to help. I want to let them know. Fingers crossed
you don't make me cry this episode, guys. I'll cry.
It's okay to cry. It really is. And that's another thing too. Like, I don't know how to reach the men. We need to reach the men.
It's hard, dude.
The men, I before I was such a man hater, honestly. I was a very feminist and I was like, fuck men, fuck these fools, all that stuff. But
you're our first girl that's here that's actually defending the men. Every single girl I've had on here has been fuck those guys.
And you know what? And if we keep on saying, I realize that if we're going against them, that's why they're gonna be against us, and we're not helping them. You know, like I have a man now. Shout out to my man.
Shout out to her man.
And what is it? He's a dad. He has a son, and just to see his relationship with his son and stuff, and to see, like, his son, he's 7, and to see his emotions and stuff, because I didn't grow up with brothers, but I see that boys need love too. Boys need to be able to let their emotions out, you know.
Me having a brother, like, seeing the way that they hide their emotions,
they suppress their emotions, and that's what causes them to have so much anger in the future, or not know how to love properly,
right?
You know, sometimes their parents, you know, I did a report. I was also in college. I did a report on childhood trauma, you know, like, that's something that's big too. But again, like, with these men, I'm so sorry for the men out there that I fucking told fuck you and you're shitting, fucking, I don't give a fuck about you.
Think you're hurt? No, think about me.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I didn't put your feelings into consideration, or I'm sorry, not just me, or I'm sorry if you've gone through things, you know,
right.
But I feel like there needs to be a safe space for men, because I know these fools don't be talking to each other about shit like that. I don't even know what the fuck you all be talking about to each other.
I really, like, don't think that even with the homies they really, at least not the men that I've been around.
I feel like when the homies, I mean, that's why I've seen, like, them do, like, hardcore drugs and stuff, because that's the only thing that you can offer your homie. You can't help anybody that is not helped.
And that's true, really.
You know,
like, anytime one of the homies is sad or got cheated on, fuck that, let's go hit the bar real quick.
Yeah,
let's go get you a baddie, and you'll be straight.
But that's
suppressing
solution.
it.
Yeah,
that's
not
ignoring
it. Definitely. So we'll figure out how we can help these men. But I feel like that's,
it don't even have to be your boyfriend. It could be your friend too, your brother, your tío, your daddy.
Definitely. I feel like I realized that too, like, I love history. So with the whole things that went down, like with the crack epidemic and stuff, who did they targeted the men.
Right.
The reason why they targeted the men was because those are the household. Those are the people that are the providers. Those are, if they left households fatherless. They left their fathers in jail. They left their fathers dying of overdoses and stuff, and the women are the one that's in charge of all this, and angry and working 2-3 jobs, and, you know, not taking care of their kids, or getting hooked on drugs, or different things. So those environment, that's why we're so oppressed. That's why we're, you know, our
it's coming to a downfall again right now. I feel
it is.
We're heading back down. To dark paths that we've already lived. Like, we're reliving this cycle once more again, sadly.
And it's never gonna end until we realize what the problem is and try to find solutions.
And hopefully we can, because, like, right now, how we're saying, like, everybody's kind of trying to be more within themselves. So hopefully, like, we can just embrace each other more, and know, like we're saying, make them feel like they can come to us. That's here. The male audience that we have here went down a little bit. I don't know where these fools went. Maybe the first segment scared them off. But if we do have any male listeners, just how we end every episode, you can come here and let us know what you need help with. Ask for advice. Drop it in the Google Forms. We don't have to know who you are.
Yeah.
But here at Sin Vergüenza, we're here for you, and no matter what it is, we have your back. Male, female, fucking whoever the fuck you are. Just come here
Any
and
age,
we'll accept
anything.
you.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like that's something that is so rare and so important in our community. That's why I speak highly on mental health and highly on, like, let's just talk. I'm here for you. I'd like to have my studio open. I like to have people be able to walk in and talk. I'm not good at replying to messages because I get a lot. Pero come in, stay here, talk to me. I'm cool with it,
Right.
And I hope, and I feel like there, yeah, like I said, there has to be an outreach for these men. And I feel like maybe the losing the like not having that much of an audience is because they don't feel safe.
Right.
If we're shitting on them all the time, and
Dude, I can't explain to you how many times that's happened here. It's because you guys do be fucking. Everybody has their flaws. We have flaws.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We're crazy. You guys make us crazy. Let's work it out, figure it out.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what's hard too. Like those uncomfortable conversations,
right,
in healing and helping your person heal. It's gonna take some fucking time, Like even my relationship with my pops. A lot of people they're like, you guys are so cute together, and we are. I love my daddy, pero we haven't always had a good relationship. I didn't start having a good relationship with him until I started this business, actually. That's the thing about me and Ricardo Hernandez. We only can talk about business, food, and music, and that's
your daddy?
That's my daddy.
Okay.
Yeah, Ricardo. Shout out to Ricardo
business,
Hernandez.
food, and what?
And music.
Okay.
And that's the only thing that we can talk about. Other than that, we'd be bumping heads. And even with that, like with the business, we still be bumping heads.
Even with the food, we still be bumping heads because I want something else.
Yeah. So I think that's I took my time in really learning my dad. I had a lot of anger and hate towards my dad, and he did too when I was younger, towards me and my sisters and stuff. But I realized why. I realized the way his upbringing was, and his own mental health. My dad did a lot.
That's the part that hurts the most, is like you're trying to heal what they brought down to you, but at the same time, even though it's hard and it's like you feel stubborn at some point because you don't want to see their end of it.
Yeah.
But it really is just trying so hard to think, why are you like this?
Yeah.
Because they were treating you the same way that you're treating me,
Mm-hmm.
and if not even worse. So it's like, it's really hard to go ahead and, like you said, try to break these generational curses, because you have to fix yourself. You want to fix yourself for the ones that are like below you, like the younger ones.
Yeah.
But then you also want to help your parents heal,
the older
because
ones too.
they don't even know what healing is. They just think, this is how I am, this is how I'm gonna be. There's no changing it.
Yeah.
But they don't really know, like, they're not aware like emotional side of it. They don't know what the healing journey is. They don't know how to process their emotions the way that thankfully we're able to go ahead and do for ourselves.
Right.
And slowly but surely it's just helping everybody else around you heal. And that's the hard part. But like, kind of backtracking with that, like how you were saying sorry to all the men and stuff, like if you could go back to that one ex that did that, do you feel like right now you can go ahead and say, you know what, I know what you did was wrong, but I still hope there's something good for you in the future, that that addiction is gone, something right went for you?
Definitely. I feel like all my exes, like, I definitely don't want to like be friends, buddies with them and stuff.
Right.
Because then they'll twist it of trying to work shit out or whatever, or still being in love. I don't want to rekindle nothing, but I do want to say, like, also we had good memories, like, so thank you so much for everything that we had together, what you've taught me, what I've taught you.
She can bring some good lessons.
There's some
for
good.
sure.
I got some good lessons. We did have happy moments and stuff, and I know that they are healing. There's exes that I have that they're better for the next girl, and that's totally okay. And like I said, like, I know that not everybody's for each other, and also I realize that it's kind of hard to be in a relationship with me. Like, I realize that I need a specific type of man, you know, because I'm a specific type of girl. Like,
Right.
I'm a girl that I'm about my business. I am a grown ass adult, but I still respect my parents. I'm still like, you know, I need to be home at. I need somebody that can handle all that.
The busy that you bring
Yeah,
along with
definitely.
you and stuff.
Yeah, so I have no hard feelings, no ill feelings towards my exes anymore. I did, you know, at first I did, but I don't have any ill feelings towards them. They are human. They do make mistakes. They
And
are
that's part of that
unhealed.
healing process is
Yeah.
like you get so angry because I bet you were pissed when that happened.
Dude, that brought out some anger. I think
you have hatred.
I'm like, if
at some
this fool
point.
can bring up, if he brings up screenshots of the shit that I had told him,
He's like, look at this girl
this
talking about
little
she's
angel,
sorry. Look at what
this
she
little,
said.
yeah, this Memory 72 is not a fucking angel, because I literally was like, I really hope I'm glad I didn't act upon any of those, because it was gonna be one of those things like the evidence was here, like she sent him this message at 10:02 p.m.
But that's the thing. I was talking out my feelings at that moment, so it's like that's part of that healing journey where like you start off with that hatred, that aggression, but then once you get that time apart, you're like, damn, and you were broken, dude. Yeah. You were really broken.
And some people do live in that anger all the time. That's something that I hated. I hated when I was angry. I do not like feeling angry. It's such an ugly feeling. It's not who I am. Right. But I know that there are people that live day to day like that. And it's like, oh, that's why you guys act like this, because it's so ugly. It's such a bad feeling. And
they'll try to drag you down with it. They'll try to press you to do it. And it's like, dude, like, you need to do something with that. You need to heal, like you need to focus on something else, like that oppression that you have inside of you. So that's just one of those topics that I want to talk about, because like I didn't know that we had the exact same thing. I literally went through what you went through, didn't fucking know what was going on. That Facebook post hit home, because once we got into a fight, my makeup was on the fucking floor in the driveway, my clothes, and what happened? Yo de pendeja picked all my shit back up, put it in the fucking room, acted like it didn't fucking happen. So it's like, that's one of the topics that I've been wanting to talk about for the people listening. I haven't really like brought it up with nobody else because I want somebody who can relate to that point. So that's like one of the things that I want to bring to you guys, like how she said, I'm coming to you with the trauma.
Yeah.
The 20s is still, we just talked about it right now. I thought 20s was already hard, and I'm grown. Yeah. I'm about to be 24, and she just told me that's still not even grown. So
it's still not grown.
We're not going, I don't know what I'm doing, but
no, I mean it can happen at any age, you know, but I feel like your 20s is such I mean, I haven't even told anybody my age. A lot of people think I'm like 19 or whatever.
Did I ask?
You didn't ask how old I was. How old do you think I am?
You do look young. I want to say 25, 6.
Ooh. Well, actually, thank you for that.
No?
No, hell no.
You're in your 20s, though, no?
No.
You guys?
This is the first time, dude. You're literally, you got the exclusive.
Okay,
you got the exclusive. You guys got the exclusive here.
How old is Marina?
I just turned 30.
For real?
Yeah, I just turned 30, and like honestly, like I was like, I'm never gonna tell anybody how old I am, you know. But I think it's so important now, because I know that, and I felt when I was turning 30, I just turned 30 January 4th, a month ago. And that
literally
week,
last month.
Yeah, that week
Happy
was
birthday.
That week of my last week of my 20s, I was really like, fuck, like, damn, I'm gonna be 30. I don't feel like I've accomplished much. I don't feel like, and honestly, because I fucked up so much in my 20s. I did. Right. I fucked up with relationships. I fucked up.
It really
with
is
school.
The 20.
Like,
you think the high school years are where you're fucking up? No, honey, wait till your 20s. A lot of shit. You do bigger fuck ups.
I fucked up a lot of shit.
The more priorities, the more fuck ups.
But I fucked up a lot of shit because I wasn't putting myself first. My values. I didn't know what it was. You know, like I was putting other people, my love for people in front of me, in front of my education, in front of my time. I just thought I had time. You know, and realizing now that when I turn 30, I'm like, I have no time to fuck around. I really don't have time to fuck around.
And that's good that you say that, because it's like how you said you didn't want to tell your age, but at any point, you started at 20 with the business. Now you restarted all over again, went to school at 30. So it's like, that goes to show, I've been to college with 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, any point in time. If you want to do it, just start it.
Do it.
There's no...
Yeah, because
there's nothing to lose.
Yeah, like you said, like you can start at any time. I honestly, like, it was bad for me to feel ashamed of my age of being 30 and feeling like I don't have everything accomplished, but that's not okay to show my community, to show my followers, because there are 30-year-olds, 35-year-olds that follow me. Thank you, shout out to you guys that are actually, that are still going through shit, you know. And who knows, I could still be going through shit at 35 or whatever. I don't want to be. I'm trying to learn my lessons.
Like we just said before we started recording, you go through shit all the time.
You go through shit all the time.
It never stops.
Age doesn't matter, you know. Like, the number doesn't matter. Like, just heal. Like, so I'm okay now with saying my age, you know. I know that's what I'm kind of afraid of too, that might, like, fucking, because I know I have a lot of girls that are like 19. I have 13-year-olds. I have 21-year-olds that are like, oh my God, like, I could be like you. I'm 21. You're 21.
You can.
But you can. And that's what I tell girls too. I'm like, you're going to be better than me because I'm giving you the pink print. You know, I'm telling you everything that I'm going through. I'm telling you what not to do. I'm speaking from experience, so you can be like, damn, hey, Memory 702 went through this thing. This sounds a little triggering. I'm not, you know what, fool, I'm not going to be putting up with your stuff.
Think about it, though. You know, how many times were you a teenager and your friends or family older than you were telling you not to do specific shit, and in your head you're like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You know what you're talking about, because I was like, you didn't go through that experience, so how would you know? So now that I'm open with the experiences that I've gone through, I feel like they can relate or they can understand. Right. And also, it's another thing was, like, I was getting advice from people that didn't look like me. So I feel like that's another thing that I like dressing how I dress and stuff, because I look like my people. I look like my community. I look like the girls that, you know, look up to me, relate to me and stuff, you know. Like, I didn't have there was not really a Chicana that I looked up to other than Selena, but she, you know, she passed away when I was like a few years old, you know. I didn't really have anybody else that was wearing fucking Cortezes or Chucks and, you know, was into makeup, you know.
Was nothing that looks like us at all.
So I'm very thankful that I have the platform that I do, and that's why I want to use it. Like, I don't like when people are like, oh my God, like, you're so famous and stuff, you know. I don't look at it like that. Right. You know, I don't want to be. I haven't even made like brand deals and things like that, because I'm my own brand and I stand with what I stand with, and I don't want to represent anything else than what I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck. I would like to have money one day. That would be great. It would be very helpful. But my ultimate goal isn't to be like this rich bitch. Like, I really just want to be in my community, make the hood good. That's it.
Literally,
I won't leave the hood until I make it good.
Be good around you.
Yeah, like.
And that's what's cool. That's why I like the fact that you're trying to teach not only your family but the people who you have as your followers, like, so they can go ahead and, like you said, see that pink print and feel like they could go ahead and do it as well, and they can have somebody who they could go and ask for you know what, I have this situation, have you ever been through this, do you know maybe who you can help? And like, the community that you build here, it's like you have so many people around you with so many different skills, so many different you know, little products or whatever they have, and shit, you guys all help each other. It really is just like, once you do start doing whatever you're doing, get along with all the people around you. You come up, I come up, and it's the same thing. We're just all here to help each other. It's not like I'm gonna be that number one. No, it's we're all gonna help each other and get to it. And that's really cool that you're showing the young kids how to go ahead and do it and start doing their own little things, so that they don't have to struggle within those 9 to 5s and can actually, you know, feel like they're in a safe spot. And I mean, shit, photography is probably one of the most intimate things you could do with somebody, because honey, we get girls that are gonna come up in here and be like, you know what, I want to be naked, and you're gonna take this picture. Definitely. And for you to have that environment where people do that, that just goes to show a lot on who you are as a person and how comfortable you can make these people feel. So definitely. In the swap meet, where everybody comes in and out, dude, like,
I mean, I have my little things where you can close it and stuff,
for sure.
But I feel like, and I love that, and I thank you for saying that about photography, because I've always been into photos. And my man just got this, he got it here from the swap meet, but he got like this picture. He collects, like, he loves pictures of, like, from like the 1920s. Like he likes my, I'm like, damn, that's tight, because I do too. Like I
Right.
like looking at things, and I'm like, I wonder who that person was. I wonder what their story is,
What they're thinking, what they were thinking,
yeah,
face
or
on.
how did they get to the appointment? Like, was it an appointment? Was it somebody's house? Was it like a little rinky-dink thing, like how I set up?
Right.
Like, you know, how much was that camera? Like, how was their day after? How was their day before?
How did that photo shoot make them feel at the end
Yeah,
of it?
so, and that's why I created memories. Like I love that I have my people that come in and they either went to go get cacahuates, or they went to go, or their kids are gonna get
their coco in
yeah,
here.
or their kids are gonna go get a toy after, or you know, I had a girl yesterday, one of my clients, which is now all my clients turn into homegirls and friends and stuff, but
and that's how you know you're doing it right. That's how you know you're doing it right.
It's
They're not
really,
even clients at
they're
this
not
point.
clients at this point. I follow them back. I know their family. I see them grow. It's really cool. Like she had came first with her 2 kids and her man, and then this time she came in by herself, but she's pregnant, and she's delivering today. She's getting induced today.
Seen that. She
But
was
she was ready to pop,
guys.
and I'm like, dude, and that's not the only girl that I've had that I've had girls come in hours before they're being induced. So I'm like, damn, like it's really that important for me to take this picture. It's also really important, like I'm part of this. Like you're gonna tell me about the baby being born the next day, or you know, like I'm part of their lives, you know.
You
like,
were not scared that they were gonna pop
yes,
in
I
here?
was scared, but
On
I
that
have to
brand new
remain
cama
calm.
you got
I have
here?
to remain calm. I have to make them feel comfortable. You know, I have to, like, I'm helping them. I'm like, hey, fool, like, come, let's help her get down, make these poses, you know, like, make her feel beautiful. They're like, you know, they're carrying a baby. I don't know what it's like to carry a baby, pero I'm pretty sure it's hard.
Yeah,
but
no,
I'm very thankful
I bet.
of that too. I'm like, damn, they parked, they paid the entrance, they walked all the way over here, they got their makeup, or I'm doing their makeup, I'm doing their hair, and like I'm so, like, I love my art, you know, and I love
Right.
my people, and I love
When that baby's like 15 years old.
yeah,
she's
they're
like,
gonna look
"Mom,
back at
that's
these
such
things."
A cute picture.
Yes,
And
exactly.
it all started
And that's why
right
it's so important for me also for affordable photography, because you know, like a lot of my primas and a lot of my friends missed out on their maternity pictures because they were charging like $300 to $700 for these pictures. The most I charge is like $90.
Oh,
you know,
that is
so
really affordable.
it's
for
really
photography.
affordable.
Yes, it is.
For one person session, $55. Each additional person is $5 in the session. That includes 10 digital edited copies.
Drop the whole list right
We
here.
dropped the whole list.
We
but,
can go
you know,
ahead and for sure we're if you have one link or several links.
Yeah, several links.
Everything is gonna be down in the bio,
Yeah.
all that, so you guys can follow her TikTok, her lashes page,
Thank you.
Instagram. So be sure to check down there, and
Thank
you'll see
you.
all that.
Yeah.
She plugged it in real quick.
That's my little, like,
but
my
it is
scheme.
good
like,
though. That is affordable.
Yeah,
dude.
it's affordable. So I wanted to bring that, but like I said, like it's so important to me for people to have these memories. You know, it's really important. I love it. I wish that you could be here. Maybe we can set up something where you can be here, and like we can have our my clients as guests and stuff, because hearing their stories is so beautiful. Hearing how they connected with love, hearing how they overcame a sickness, hearing how it's their first time in 15 years taking pictures together, hearing how, you know, like hearing the story of I had one client who would, like, it was in that swing, my dad built me a swing here, and it was the only place where the señora felt comfortable, because she was in a wheelchair, and it was their first time taking pictures with her kids, and the son set it up because he follows me, shout out to you, and he's like, this is probably gonna be the last time I can ever take pictures with my mom.
Dude, y'all gonna make me cry.
And me too. And
you took that picture.
And I took that picture, and she was so happy. And it was like a year later, I was doing a client's makeup, and one of the daughters came in, and she's like, I just want to let you know, like, my mom passed away, and we're so thankful for the pictures.
Oh my god.
And like that shit, like, yeah, like it really, I'm like so but she hugged me, and she's like, thank you so much for making us so comfortable, making her happy, making that last memory. And it was their first, like, so, and I remember that they
make
like
sure, like, it sounds dumb, but take selfies with your parents, with your grandparents. Have something in there to just simply remember them by, like, something recent, because that picture, like you said, she came back and told you, and thanked you once again for that.
And it was something that, like, I remember it was my last session. It was like a walk-in too, and I was ready to leave and stuff, and I didn't care. Like, I realized, like, for my clients, I'll do anything because I know how much these memories mean to them, you know. And we were waiting for like their other siblings to get here and stuff. I probably waited like an extra like 40 minutes and stuff just to get this session done. You know,
you did more than most.
And imagine if I didn't. Imagine if I was like a freaking ass and was like, I gotta go, or
right,
you know. So I'm glad that I did, and I try my hardest to do that for all my clients. So I tell them, like, please book an appointment ahead of time just so I can have that, because I don't want you guys to miss out. I don't want you guys to get here
and not have the backdrop you want out or anything like that.
I have another client, because sometimes there's 2-3 hour waits and stuff,
right,
if they really do want to wait.
She's busy, guys. She's really busy. I had her booked for yesterday, and nope, she got a client really quick.
You had me booked
months ago, and I barely got her now. Like, she's a busy woman, but that's great that you can do stuff like that. And that's like the perks of being your own boss, to where you can make that extra time for your clients. You can give them that extra hour after closing, 2 hours after closing. That's really good. Shout out to that guy. Sorry about
your
what
loss,
happened.
but I'm glad that you guys have that, and I'm glad that your mom, she looked happy. She had you guys all together, and I feel like if you could just live with that forever, you know.
Shout out to you. That's very pretty. And what I want to go ahead and say with that, it's crazy because one of my, I don't know what the fuck happened. One week, all my friends just started ganging up on me because I don't take pictures with them. So, not even just that. Like, they were all like, you know how girls have like their wall with like their pictures and stuff, and one girl was all like, hey, one of my homegirls, we have this picture from like 2019. What the fuck? Where's a recent picture? I'm like, fuck. So she took a picture of my homegirl too. She's like, you don't love me or something? We don't have pictures together. Why are you always covering your face? I'm like, fuck. And then I don't know what I seen, but it was, my man had actually told me, like, when somebody passes away, you lose their voice first, and then you lose the memory of what they actually look like. So it's been trying to be a habit for me to start taking pictures with my friends and stuff like that. So it's like that picture, like you said, it's gonna be a memory to live a lifetime. Like,
definitely,
you're gonna be able to see. And it's just like, with these girls being pregnant, you get high schoolers, you get families. It's you're getting so many different memories and so many different things, and they're gonna look at that picture and remember what they had that day for breakfast, what they did at the end of that shoot. So that's really special that you can do that, in that, like you said, you're not an ass and you actually did that for that person. If they would have gone to a professional like studio or whatever, not saying that this is not, but it's like, you know, like a corporate or something, for sure they would have closed their doors and told them, you know what, come, we're booked till this month, come next month, you know what, it's actually too late, like, thank you, no thank you.
Definitely.
So that's cool that you're able, that you have that heart to go ahead and do what you're doing.
And that's why I like being here too at the Swami, because like they gotta walk around before, they gotta spend the day with each other, you know, and then come take pictures after. I think that was also added to their memory, you know, like that they gotta spend some time together. So yeah, and with that, with you saying like you don't really take pictures, like I kind of was like that. I don't take really too many pictures of myself, or I didn't too much before, because I was very self-conscious. And I know that there are some people too that like don't book their sessions or don't want to take pictures because they are like self-conscious.
We've never had video, and Marina out here got me doing video, and all it took was for me to get her age, and we out here. So you're for sure, you're making an impact, because she made an impact on me today, guys.
Thank you.
But
of coming out here and being on thing.
So speaking of like the swap meet is it's very fun, very chaotic. We got kids running around everywhere. Being here for the year, 2 years, you said 3 years, being here in the swap meet for 3 years, let's go ahead and try to hopefully brighten up the mood unless we get something bad. What's one of like the craziest things you've seen being here at the swap meet? Either it could be like crazy bad or like crazy funny. I mean, you're like, this is where they have the food, no? Or this is the dance part?
Over here is where they have the food, so it's the main food alley. Crazy. The thing is, when somebody asks me what's the everybody always asks me like, what's the craziest thing you've ever done? I've done so much shit that like this is kind of like normal to me. Everything's just normal to me. Shit, what I love about the Swami with the craziness is just it's so accepting, you know, like you can be walking around with your michelada and your fucking 1-year-old, like, you know,
Right?
like you
It's
can
literally like this is our community
yeah,
where
you
this is
can.
where it's really for us, you know,
Mhm.
and everybody's starting somewhere.
I think my craziest experience with the Swami and like in my studio, I can say, was because we have all walks of life here and stuff, and I have all types of clients. This is one of my clients, and she's so beautiful. I'll give you her tag, but I did her shoot and I did her makeup, and she's a dancer. She dances at Spearmint Rhino. Love that place.
That's what
It's
what
a
is
strip
that?
club.
Okay. I
Mhm.
have yet to be to a strip club
You haven't been to a
of
strip
any
club?
type. Any
Oh.
type.
Oh my god, that's another story. I mean, strip clubs are they're cool. They're cool. I love.
I bet they're cool.
Yeah, they're
Trust me, I
cool.
bet they're cool.
They're not. Well, one of the strip clubs that I went to in Florida was really like the ones that are in like Grand Theft Auto and stuff. It was really cool, but the ones out here are not as like. I thought it was different. Like I thought it was gonna be like girls like the money
Dangling from the
fucking
wall
yeah,
and
and the money
stuff.
going up in the air and all that stuff. But it's
They only
definitely
do
not
that
like
when
that.
the rappers are out
Yeah,
here.
yeah. I went on like on lame nights or whatever. Because I've only been to the strip club a couple of times, and then I actually, oh, you're gonna get this exclusive too.
Another one, guys.
I stripped for 2 days.
Wait, like in the Spearmint?
I went to Spearmint Rhino, yeah.
And how did that go?
I thought it was gonna be easy. It's really not. So shout out to strippers, because I was just standing there like. Hi.
You're like, I look good though, right?
I didn't know what to do, dude. I cannot. I thought I could. Like, I was like, I'm a hustler, whatever. I couldn't. I don't know how to ask people for money. I just don't. You know?
I feel that part.
And then I don't know
I
really
didn't
how
even
to
think about that.
Yeah,
part
you
of
really
it
have to like you really have to
I see
finesse
what you're
fools.
saying.
I don't know how to finesse people. I know how to work. I'm a hard worker. I realized that I'm a hard worker and I'm not a hustler.
Right.
There's a difference. I didn't know there was
like
a
that
difference.
movie Hustlers. Have you seen that one where they really like that movie? And within reading a book, like that nightlife is really finessing these dudes
the
and
nightlife
really
is
like
crazy.
playing them for their money.
I don't know how to. I'm sorry. I really don't.
We could practice. I'm just kidding.
It takes a lot, and I was like, I just don't have it in me to sit here and practice. Like I couldn't. I was like, I'm over it. Pero I was saying about that client. So I was doing her makeup and stuff, and we were getting ready for a shoot. I'm like, okay, like she's like, I'm just gonna change. I'm like, oh, do you want me to close the blinds and stuff? She's like, no, it's okay. And I thought she maybe had like her bikini under, because we were gonna do like her in like lingerie.
Don't tell me the Theo's pulled up.
Girl, it was Friday night. Everybody was walking around, and there was a man, and he was like holding like almost like these cabinets. He was like, they were stacked up high, like over his head, right? And she's like in the back there, and the things are open, and I look at her, and she's completely naked, and I look over there.
Strippers don't care. They're used to this.
Yeah, and I looked to my doors, and he said, like, he like went all the way back, like almost broke his back. The cabinets were gonna fall on his face. Like, oh my god, like, and it was like
I've seen her before.
It was in slow mo. Like I was like, and I just like ran to the door and I closed the blinds, and she was just like, okay, I'm ready. I'm like, okay.
He's all like, damn, the Swami getting kinky now. He's like, I like this booth.
It was actually the day I filmed an episode for, I think it was for UFC. I forgot what episode, but Juliana Pena, she was the UFC world champ at the time, and I had literally just got done with her. Like, they were sitting out eating tacos too, where they could see on the entrance, and the producer was like, dang, so this is what goes down on a Friday night in your studio. And I'm like, yeah.
She had one too many micheladas in her, so she just showed me the goods.
Yeah, so, and it was fun because, like, como se llama, I did her photo shoot, and then after we had tacos and we were just talking, and she's like super spiritual, like really cool girl, and that's what actually made me like think it was gonna be easy to dance, because she's like, all you have to do is just like love everybody, and I'm like, I can do that. I'm a lover girl. Yeah, it's gonna be easy.
No, honey, that's a different type of love. You got it all mixed up.
It was just hard. It was really hard. So shout out to, like, you have to really know how to talk, like, and stuff. I couldn't do it. And dance.
You have to really be like the pleaser of a man. Like, you have to really hype him up and make him feel like he's top dog in a room full of other top dogs.
Maybe. So. I don't know. I didn't know what to do. I was literally standing there like a pendeja. Like, and then I had to go on stage, dude.
How was the pole? Did you work the pole at least?
No, I don't
You
know how
were
to
like,
do that.
this guy's nice. Just
I didn't know.
rubbing them.
No, I didn't. I didn't even do that. I'm telling you, I did not make no money,
You just
girl.
stood on the stage.
Oh no, I did do a little dancey dance,
Okay.
but it was not good.
Okay.
You know, it was not. It was not good. I did one of these. I was like,
and then a little pedito comes out, and you're like, oh shit. What is that?
I
She
did
was
not
just
know.
stretching really quick.
Exactly. What do you mean? What is that? You didn't like it? That's why I didn't make any money. Damn it.
Well, it's because you like bet and just started like
I'm telling you, I don't.
stretching.
I saw another girl do it. It looked really cool, but it didn't look. I don't think it looked
I
good.
think I know the pose you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
But she keeps her legs up. You just kept like moving it.
Oh.
If I had some ones, I would have gave some ones.
Yeah.
But that's cool though. I mean, hey, you tried shit.
I did.
Tested the waters.
I did. It wasn't for me, and that's a lot of things that I do. I do be just trying shit. I'm like the
and you're
Snoop
a
Dogg
very
of the
confident
East
person. So like you being confident didn't help like in the strip club world? That's crazy.
I am confident, but like I overanalyze shit, you know. So I was just in there, like I was looking at other girls and how they were doing it, and I was like, can I do it that style, that style, that style? Like I was just like in there seeing, like, you know. And then I can tell, like, also men have their type, you know, like
Right.
So they have like, they like the like snow bunnies, they like the, you know, thicker women, they like, you know. So I was seeing their type, and I was like,
Are we brown bunnies? What would they
We're-
call us?
I don't know what they still call me chola. So I was a
Okay.
chola up in there, and I was like, I ain't nobody's type up in here.
Even like in strip clothes, you were chola? Like that's what they were calling you? Like they were
I
giving
could
you
tell.
that
I mean, look at my
aesthetic?
face, look at my lip liner, my,
Oh, okay.
you know, the way I do my makeup and stuff, and
You know what? That's what I wanted to talk to you
Mhm.
about. Have you seen that people are saying Latina makeup? That they're doing Latina makeup?
Mhm.
What do you think about that? Like, do you think that like there is a Latina makeup, or what do you think about that whole thing going around
I
TikTok
honestly
right now?
don't feel like it's necessarily just Latina makeup, because I'm a big fucking No Doubt fan. Gwen Stefani. I feel like, and obviously like the '90s. I grew up. My sisters are older. And Janet Jackson was doing her eyebrows and her makeup. Madonna, like I said, Gwen Stefani. Fucking, you look at all the '90s movies and stuff, and girls still have like the same type of makeup, you
Mhm.
know. But I feel like there is a difference between like Chicana makeup too, like, you know, like
How like
we're
you know how,
also like the tones, you know, the color tones, the scheme, like we are a little bit more neutral.
you know how like what's it called? There's right now, I don't know if you've seen it, like there's different beauty, what do they call, like the people that do makeup online for
Beauty
social media?
influencers?
There you go, beauty
Mhm.
influencer. What do you think about them trying to do it? Because like seeing as how people call you a chola and stuff, have you seen like during Halloween they're all like, oh, what we wear is not a costume, yada yada yada. Like, have you seen that where people do
Mhm.
that just as a cholo for like not Thanksgiving, for
For
Halloween?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have seen that and stuff.
Like that's what I was trying to like. Do you think people are gonna feel that way about the Latina makeup?
It would be kind of weird for people to be like, oh, I'm gonna be a Latina for Halloween. You know, but to each their own. But I feel like, yeah, I do see that, and honestly, like it kind of does, like I feel like people should just be true and authentic to themselves. So I get that too, not just Halloween. I get that, like I've had people ask me like, oh, can you dress me up as a cholo, or can you dress me up? More of the men that ask me that, and I'm
Right.
like,
The men, honey, all you
The
need is a pro clip
men,
and
yeah.
some 501s,
but I
901s,
tell,
some
but
shit
I
like
tell
that.
them like 501s, but
But
I
there
tell
you
them
go.
like, just come as you are, you know, like you can do this backdrop. You don't have to be a gangster to take
Right.
pictures, you know, like.
You think because like that type of aesthetic that the backdrops are there, we're more like within those, like
yeah,
that
I
type
think
of
so, because I
vibe?
have had people come in and they're like, "Oh, well, I'm not a gangster, I'm not a chola, so I can't take pictures here." And I'm like,
That don't even
"That
matter,
don't
honey.
matter, dude."
We got, like she said, we got girls naked behind
yeah,
these
we got all
backdrops.
kinds of stuff, but I feel like, yeah, it's I don't like it to be a costume. You know, I honestly don't like that. In my opinion, I don't feel like it's.
That's what it was like so weird to me when it started coming out on TikTok, where it's like, okay, I the first one I seen was James Charles, which was fucking weird. Do you know
Really?
James
Yeah,
Charles?
yeah, he did that.
Yeah, he's all like, that's how I find out. He's like, all right, guys, I'm gonna do the Latina makeup, and I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, makeup is makeup. The only thing that I could see that Latinas really do differently is, like you said, the lips. But even then, like, the brown lip liner is coming out as a trend, period, no matter what. Like, I feel like a lot of girls are lining their lips right now. So that was just what was so weird to me. I'm like, James Charles has been canceled for so much shit, and the fact that he chose to do Latina makeup, I'm like, dude, you're pushing that shit. I know a lot of people are doing it, because then I started, going to the hashtags, and girls are doing it. A lot of people are doing it, but I'm like, damn, James Charles probably should have picked something else, because, honey, you've done already been backhanded one too many times for you to be testing the waters.
As a makeup artist, I don't know. I feel like the steps that are in Latina makeup are just regular things,
Right. It was just pretty weird.
I feel like I can do that type of makeup, like with those steps and stuff on anybody, that could be considered bridal makeup, that can be considered, different things. It's not necessarily just Latina makeup, Right. I feel like it may be just the, like the extra concealer, all that, the extra time. I don't know. I don't really feel like it's like, I feel like it's like almost like pro makeup, like,
right.
Like more of.
And I don't see the difference when they do the Latina makeup. I'm like, dude, your face just looks beat. I don't understand what makes it Latina. But, I mean, I guess we're cool and people want to do our makeup. Fuck it. That's the bright side. Yeah. We're going to take one quick little break really quick. Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll be right back. It's recording.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're recording, promise.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and move on to our second segment. And with this segment, it's the dream segment. Ooh. And we go ahead and talk about any dreams that we've had in the past or any dreams that we recently had right now. So,
like dreams?
Yeah,
like sleepy dreams?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because the dreams that we have when we're asleep, they're unfiltered, unplanned. You can't control them unless you really try to control them. You do.
I astral project.
Shut the fuck up. We're gonna talk about that. So, with that being said, this week I don't have a dream, guys. So there's that. We do have one dream that was submitted, so we're going to go ahead and talk about that. But let's go ahead and ask you first. So you astral project. How's that going for you? Like, what has that been like?
The first time that I astral projected was probably, I want to say like 7 years ago.
Oh, shoot.
It was my first time, and it was really fucking awesome. It was like so cool. Like, I went to like fucking all the way, like, I went, it was my first time, and I went like all the way to fucking outer space. Like, I fucking.
And you seen yourself physically leave your body? And you didn't psych you out? That's so.
No, I was like, I'm powerful. Right? Like, it was really, really cool. I loved it.
Can I go steal something right now? That would be my first thought.
I was just like,
what can I go get?
But I understood, and I feel like astral projecting is like, you're not in this world. You're going to a different, like,
to the spiritual realm. Okay.
Which was really cool, because like there's also other people that are in the spiritual realm with you. So at that time, I know it's really weird, but like I feel like I have a connection to Caliuchis. I know it might be my Delulu, but she was there. We were together, so it was cool.
How did you plan to do it, or like?
That was my first time that I did it, and I didn't plan it, but I was moving, and like I could come back and stuff. Like I knew what I was doing. I had control. The next time that I did, I was in a dream. And I remember, like, because I look at things like that too, like how to astral project and stuff. Lucid dream. So they were like, oh, like, ask somebody what time it is.
Oh, in your dream? Okay.
So I did. And, like, it was crazy because, like, while I was astral projecting, like, in the dream, when I asked somebody the time, the person that I asked, we were like in a subway, and there was a bunch of people walking, and I was like, they were walking in a different direction, and I was walking, like, we were all walking opposite. Okay. And I stopped the man, and I was like, hey, what time is it? And he just like froze. He was like an NPC that's like, oh shit, she's here. Yeah, it was so cool. Like, it was fucking sick,
dude. So you do that like
for
you
fun?
Try to do it? Yeah. You do it often?
I don't do it often because I also want to rest. Like, I feel like if I'm doing that, I'm not fully resting.
Right. Meantime,
So
it's like, why are you so tired? You went to sleep like at 8 o'clock
no,
last
I
night. No,
was
bitch, I was
fucking,
in the club
I
in the
was like,
spiritual
yeah.
realm with Caliuchis. That's what we were
Pretty
on.
much, that was hella fun that night.
Dude, that's cool. I never really tried to do that more because, like, you're supposed to do that type of stuff when you're not scared and when you're in the right headspace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I'm scared. Knowing me, my dreams are crazy. Like, they're
Really?
more dark than anything. So
You have nightmares?
yeah, more like there's specific dreams that I have where they're just like, you know how when like you go to sleep mad or something and then like your subconscious relates whatever you didn't finish throughout the day and takes it into your dream.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Gemini. I fight with everybody. I talk shit. So when I hold in my anger, my dreams are crazy.
Have you looked into all of it? Do you believe in all that?
Yeah.
Do you look at your
I see it.
your birth chart and everything?
No, I haven't gotten into that deep to like know my different moons and stuff. I feel like just knowing right now that I'm a Gemini is already hard enough to handle. So I have to handle that bitch first. But I'm a Gemini that was born at 3 o'clock in the morning on June 6th, 2000. So there's a little crazy side, but with that being said, like, no, I did try to at once. Like, there's like some audios that you could listen to or whatever on YouTube, and it wasn't like in the right headspace. Like, when I started getting into spirituality, it was with that one ex, and that one ex for me probably shouldn't have been the person to be teaching me this stuff. So at the time, I think it didn't work because it was coming from the wrong person, or like there was just bad energy around me at that time.
Yeah, that's very important when you're going to your spiritual journey, to be with the right person.
Yeah.
And in the right headspace. Well, I mean, you can be in a bad headspace and stuff, but learning how to that is what it is, and you need to not be in it, because then you can awaken other things. That's what I tell so my man, we're new, we're just 2 weeks, so it's kind of weird to say like my man and like explain, because I feel like I'm introducing him and
he's
stuff.
Like, I heard
like,
the podcast, you said my name, why didn't you say my man?
So he's into spooky things, and I'm not. Like, I'm very afraid of spooky things because I am very spiritual, and I feel like that opens up, like,
in order to know the spiritual, like the fun stuff about it, you have to know that there's dark shit in there. Oh yeah,
the dark stuff, I don't mess with the dark stuff, but I know that it's out there, and I've seen. Don't
tell me this fool be out here with the Ouija board.
I mean, he doesn't do it, but he likes, like, he collects things and stuff.
Oh, he's I like haven't seen Lorraine and Edna or whatever her name is, where they collect that stuff.
Yeah, he's in a spooky fool, and I'm like, this has different entities on it. I know that you think it's fun and you watch scary things, but like, as a spiritual person, like, and then so we kind of like, you know, he's always, like. So
does he not see it as like spirituality more? Like, he's like, oh yeah, I know it's possessed, but
I feel like no, he doesn't know about it because he doesn't look at it that way.
Oh,
you know,
I feel it.
I feel like he doesn't look at it that way completely yet. And then to him, my spirituality is like religious. Like, and I'm like, I'm not religious. Like, I'm not gonna like shame you for things and stuff. Like, I'm just, because
I'm open and I just know
and I just don't mess with things, and I just do things my way, because I have good light. I have good energy. I want good things around me and stuff, and I feel
like when you are like spiritual in this way, people are like, this girl's crazy. She don't know what she's talking about. Like,
I think I'm on my hippie shit, and I'm like, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm cool with that. But also, they do portray it as like being like religious and judgmental, and I'm like, that's not what it is. You know, it's not about that.
We're religious in a way, but not to the point to where we judge you and push it against you, like some religions do. And it's like, you're watching out for him, because like, you never know. Shit, even thrifting can be dangerous. If you didn't know, like, somebody could have died in the shirt that you thrifted 3 weeks ago, honey, and you carrying that negative energy in on you.
It's so funny because he likes that shit, right? He likes spooky shit, and like, his house is full of it, and he does go thrifting, and I be like feeling shit, but I don't be telling him nothing.
You're like, little do you know, sir.
And then some of his shit, like 2 of his things went missing, and he's like, ever since we've been together, ever since you come to my house,
not push that issue on you.
Yeah, he did, because he was telling me before that he wanted to feel that, he wanted to see that, like, let him know and stuff, and now he's experiencing it. And I'm like, no que no.
It's
Like,
because you have to open your mind to it. And I feel like that's why he didn't see it as serious with all his spooky stuff, because he's not really opening his mind to accept what it really is and what can come with it. Like, you're not going to be, how do you say, like, if you're scared, they're going to use that shit against you. And the fact that he wasn't scared, they weren't fucking with him. But now that he's opening up his mind and is actually acknowledging it for what it is, honey, they're going to fuck with you.
Yeah, that's why
they're going to see how far they can push it.
Don't even acknowledge it. Like, don't, if you're not ready for it, like, don't even acknowledge that it's there or whatever. But yeah, so there's that. Oh, what was the dream?
No, what was your dream? Do you have a dream?
Do I have a dream?
Yeah, like, did you have a dream recently, or a dream that's ever stuck with you before? Because we did talk about your lucid dreaming, but, like, what about a dream?
A dream that I've had? Oh, there is a dream, and I actually saw it. So I would always have this dream since I was little. And it was of this bridge. It was a white bridge, and I would just be driving up it. And I saw that freaking bridge in real life when I went to Pensacola. It's a bridge in Pensacola.
Was that recently?
Yes,
Didn't you go recently? Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah.
You were meant to be there. Was it hopefully for a good reason?
In the dream, it was just like there was no good, no bad.
You were just driving.
I was just driving over that, but I would dream about that bridge all the time. Like, that's a dream. That's a bridge that I always remember. And every time I would go somewhere, I would always try to look for that bridge. Like, every time I visited a city or whatever, like, I would be like, is this real? Like, is this gonna be
right? Is this something that I'm gonna see later on in the future? Is it just my mind making shit up?
No, I saw it. I saw that bridge. I actually did that same, like, drive, like, through that bridge. So that was really cool, because I'm telling you, I've had that dream since I was, like, I want to say since I was probably, like, 7 or something.
Did it feel kind of like deja vu-ish?
It felt deja vu, and it was still me questioning my purpose. I'm like, has this always been my purpose? What is up with
this bridge?
Yeah.
And why am I supposed to be here? Did it not, like, kind of scare you, like, oh shit, this bridge might fall? Is that why I'm here?
No, honestly, because, like I said,
going to the negative.
I'm not afraid of death, or I don't know if I can say that. I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of moving on. I'm not afraid of leaving this place.
We're here for a good time.
Yeah.
Not a long time.
So every time that so I'm not afraid of that. I was more like, am I in the right place? Is this like the end of, like, my journey as far as, like, I made it? Or is this, like, trying to tell me something, like, should I move to Florida? Or like, you know,
that's what I was thinking. Like, is this where I'm supposed to be?
Is this where I'm supposed to be? Yeah. It was more of that. Or am I supposed to learn a lesson here, and this is gonna push me to my next big thing? Am I crossing over? Am I leaving a past of who I was? We can make it all metaphorical
and be like, this end of the bridge is my new life.
Yeah,
like, trying to see every little thing that you could think about through this bridge.
And I think I did. I think that happened. I think that it did happen when I was out in Florida. I realized who I was out in
like
Florida.
Your true self. Like, you came back with it. And sometimes that's what it takes, is taking space from your workplace, your home, or whatever, and just clearing your mind and seeing it from a different perspective, from the outside perspective. So that's cool that you felt that, and you've had that dream since you were 9?
7, yeah, since I was 7.
That's epic. Have you had any other dreams like that, to where you've had something, like, repetitive or something like that?
Yeah, I've had repetitive dreams, but I can't, like, you know how you be forgetting.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't remember right now what those.
But in your dream, you're like, oh, I've been here before.
Yeah.
That's cool that you've seen that in person, dude. That is, we have yet to have a dream like that, so that's really cool. And that's why I love this segment. You just learn different shit all the time with our minds, and it's crazy. Like, it either could have been that you yourself in the future remembered that as a memory for you right now, or it could have been your brain's all like, no, this is actually, like, the fates have this along for you, and this is what you're supposed to do. And that's really cool. So watch out for those repetitive dreams, guys. Look out for those bridges. And for we have one dream that was submitted. It wasn't in the Google form, it was straight through a DM, but we're gonna go ahead and just keep it 100% anonymous, so this person, you know, has their privacy. Before I go ahead and read this, though, you yourself can go ahead, link down in the bio, not on the TikTok, but link down in the bio of this episode, go to the Google form, and you yourself can submit your dream anonymously to be read on the podcast. You could submit the dream, ask for advice, drop a confession, or just leave 2 cents that you want to leave right here, talk your shit in that Google form. So this dream's a little intense, guys, so be warned, trigger warning. All right, we had a person that said, I had a dream that my dad assaulted me till I cried. Sexually assaulted me till I cried. And she said it was so sad. So this was like a straight DM, guys. If I'm being honest, I'm not one to comfort people, and I tried my very best to let this person know that, you know, we're here, there's different options that we can go ahead and help you with. So like I always tell you guys are able to come here, talk to me if you need me, DM us, shoot that shit in the Google form. If it ever comes to where I might seem like I'm not caring or something, just, you have to also realize I'm a bitch that is not good with emotions, not good with showing emotion. So be patient and just know that what I'm saying is trying to be to help you and to make you feel comfortable. And I hope I don't scare you off, because I think I did for a second. Then I had to send her another message just like, yo, like, this is what I'm trying to say. So just as how you guys are trying to be comfortable with me, just let me get comfortable with you guys. And it's not even that shit. Like I said, I got my homegirls calling me out for not being showing emotions to just even the homegirls. So just so you guys know, in case you guys ever feel like I'm not doing the best or not trying to, just understand that I'm trying to figure out what to tell you to comfort you. So
and also, like, don't put too much pressure on yourself, because you are not a trained professional therapist. You know, like, even a therapist, I don't even know how they would handle that. You know, I don't know how they would handle
can't. They even say that they come home and they're like, dude,
it's hard.
This shit got to me. They'll break down and have their own things.
But as long as you create that safe space for people, so thank you. Give yourself some credit.
She ended up saying that her boyfriend was like touching up on her that night while she was asleep. So she kind of feels like that's why that dream escalated to that, because like if you guys, like, we've had pee dreams on here before, where in your dream you'll feel like you're peeing but you're physically doing it. So like the spiritual dream realm you're at can also be affected by what's going around you physically,
right?
So just know, like, if we go to sleep watching a specific movie, you're gonna end up dreaming about some shit like that. So with her, she basically said that's why she had that dream. So shout out to you. Thank you for being bold and strong enough to go ahead and share that with me. I really appreciate that. And as far as that dream went, I really hope you're okay, and thank you, like I said, for sharing that. And your man, he needs to relax. He need to keep his hands to himself and go to sleep. What is he doing? Honey, you're already asleep. Why is he? I'm going to start a fight between them for no reason. Let me shut up.
me being the one that's like, I kind of like what my man does. I'm like, wake me up.
Right?
Like, me when you feeling some type of way.
I feel it. So, yeah, shout out to her for giving us that dream. Like I said, if you guys yourself have a dream, drop it down in the Google form. And that's our dream segment. So if you want to go ahead and go now to like the TikTok chat and see if anybody wants to ask anything before we go on to our final segment.
Okay. I just have see that? A little bit. Hey, love, what's the topic today? So we have a lot of topics. We're doing different segments. But going back to the dream though, let me just go on to that, because like it could also, like, what did you tell her?
Let me see.
We'll do your response and we'll do my response.
My response for her, oh, guys, I don't know how to say things. I don't know if I fucked up. This is the one that I got left on scene. I was like, that's a nightmare. I hope you're doing better. And this is where I think I fucked up. I was like, therapy is a place where you can maybe get some deep insight into why that dream would happen. And she sent that second part of like the boyfriend as a second one. So this is like where I was like, fuck, like, honey, I don't know how to tell you, like, you might have had something happen to you. So I was like, you should get some therapy onto why that dream would happen. I was like, I'm so sorry, love. And I got left on scene. I'm like, fuck, like, I don't want her to think that I told my man, I was like, hey, why do you think like she left me on scene? He's like, well, you do tell people that they can talk to you, and you sent her straight to therapy. I'm like, dude, I don't, like you said, I'm not a professional. I don't want to give you, and I didn't want to put that in your head, like, yo, you might have gotten something done.
Because you don't know.
I
or
don't.
It could be like just like
like we said, your dreams can sometimes be so fucking crazy and so out of pocket for no reason. It literally makes no sense.
Yeah.
So like when she said that, I was like, dude, like I don't want to necessarily say something that might make her put stuff in her head and psych her out. So I'm like, my best bet is just, if you want to look into that, go to therapy. But once I got left on scene, I was like, all right, let me try again.
And there's therapy, and there's also like when I was little, I used to read dream books.
Oh, for real?
So there's
That's
dream
crazy.
books.
This segment was for you too, to be on here. That's cool. I like that.
So I mean, maybe like recommend a dream. I would recommend her a dream book, because it could just be broken down. In that dream book, there's like words, like it would be like a dictionary for dreams. So you would put like dad, and you would look up, what does it mean when you dream about your dad? What does it mean when you dream about SA? You know, and you put like those
something like that.
And you can put like those two things together and see what it could be, because it could just be your subconscious.
Were you getting these books like when you were astral projecting?
Girl, and I read these books when I could learn how to read, because my sisters had them. So I think I started reading dream books and about astrology since I was probably like, I think I learned how to read when I was like 5 or 6. Shoot. So yeah, I've been reading about dream books. Those are like my favorite.
Your mind's just been going.
My mind has been going since. So that's why I have these big ass ojeras. Like
ojeras is
under eye bags. Okay. And I can't sleep. And when I do sleep, I'm fucking in another spiritual
That's when
realm.
you know she does makeup good, because I don't see them. But I ended up just telling her, I was like, if you ever want to talk, I'm here. I would say more. I just don't want to overstep, but I appreciate you for sharing. Yeah. It takes a lot. Love you. And my homegirls are gonna get mad that I don't say that shit to them. Aww. And I said it to a listener. They're gonna be butthurt, but you know, back to you guys too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the fact that she was, and it was a DM, so I know who it is, and I'm like, I like the fact that you were like trusting enough to actually do that for me with something that's so deep. So yeah, shout out to you if you're listening. But
yeah, and if she ever like does need to talk about that or whatever, you know, like it's open. We may not know how to talk about it or address it, but
like she said, we're not professionals, but we'll still try.
Yeah.
So that's the person on the TikTok. That's what we were talking about. We're in our dream segment right now. For the listeners on the podcast right now, guys, we're on TikTok live. So right now we're doing a little bit of the chat that's going on over here.
There's not too much of a chat. I have just a few viewers. Thank you so much for being on. I know I have Mary. She's in Utah.
We got listeners from Utah right now,
yeah,
guys.
I have some. I think I can read. I can't read that far. Carmen. Oh, I know she has some sparkles in there, and it looks like she has a little like esas cosas, ¿cómo se llaman? The things, the fortune teller little like ball thing.
Since you're like spiritual, have you ever done stuff like that?
Oh,
like
yeah.
got your cards read and stuff?
I love that.
Do you
stuff.
do?
I don't.
That?
I don't do it. I don't do it. Cause I feel like everybody has their own gifts and stuff. But I don't do it. I have never learned how to read cards.
With that being said, like your boyfriend said, hey, come touch my stuff. What do you feel like? What are those? It's not, it's like from Ed and Lorraine. Like she was one of those, no, where she could touch stuff or feel something. Like, do you feel like you feel presences, or like if you touch something that was very sentimental to somebody, you're like, you know what, I can feel who this person is?
No, I can't feel or see. And I also, it's because I don't learn it, because I don't want to open that. I feel like I'm not ready yet to open that and discover what my stuff is.
In order to see the good, you have to know the bad too.
Yeah.
Once you open that's why I say I'm like scared to kind of tap into that, because like I can't go in that scared, because they're going to use that against me. You kind of just have to accept the negative for what it is, but just don't associate it with it. So
yeah, I feel like my gift is just I know that people and things that like the divine timing. I feel like my gift is just I'm in the right place at the right time, and for myself and for other people. I feel like that's my gift.
That's what I was about to say. Your gift for sure is bringing people to like embrace themselves and show who they really are, because in all the forms, like your main like is beauty, and like I consider
And
this
love.
beauty too, because they're
art.
showing themselves. So you're really like embracing that person to be who they really are, and that's really cool. Like every single day, no matter what business you're running, you're making somebody feel good about themselves in the way that, like, for them, that's
my
only
magic.
you can do,
Yeah,
you know. So that's
thank
pretty
you,
cool.
thank you.
And
So
I like that
that's
you
the
do
only
that.
magic that I want to stick to.
My little wand brush.
Yeah, my little and
Okay.
and then talking and understanding and listening. But yeah, with that, with the whole like feeling things, I do feel like I can feel and I can smell things. Like I can smell when I'm mal.
Oh, I'm like, I hope you can smell.
Yeah, no, like I can
Like,
smell
oh,
like
shit.
when things are like when there's negativity, or I can smell like when brujeria is being done
I never
and stuff.
heard of that you can smell it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
That is. What do you like? I know they obviously people smell death or whatever, but like, or like I think it smells like gas or rotten huevos for something like that. What do you like smell?
What I smell, it's kind of like I smell
Rotten
like
huevos is eggs, guys.
yeah. I smell it's like fragrances, like scents. I don't know, like
Can you smell good as well?
um
Or do you think like you can
no,
only smell
I can only
the
smell
bad?
with the bad. Yeah, I can only smell the bad. I can smell when there's work being done.
Oh,
You know.
shit. You've had brujeria done to you.
Oh yeah, I've had brujeria done to me.
Don't tell me it's tias.
No. My tias.
You're like, wait, hold on. There is that one bitch. Hold on.
Val's on here. What's the topic? Right now we're going into spirituality, I guess, right? We're going into spirituality right now. And what I
kind of just fell up in here. The dreams take us to some crazy places, I'm telling you.
For real, it's always the tias. I had one tia. She was like, may she rest in peace, wherever she's at. I don't even want to be talking about. I don't want to be talking about her.
You better start smelling that smell again.
No, tia. Sorry, we were cool, right? We were cool. She was actually heavy into that, like hard. Oh, you see, tia, you heard that? You guys heard that? But
I really hope it wasn't. It was homeboy next door.
Next door.
Don't spook me. Don't spook me.
She made it drop. She made it fall. Anyways,
I've had that happen. My grandpa had just died, and we had all started fighting for some shit. That fool fucking threw all the pans off my grandma's wall. So
they said
it happens,
it's the
guys.
Wind. It's the wind. It's the wind. It's the wind. It's not my tia Guinea. It's fine, right? But she was always into that, and actually, like I talk about that too, because my mom's like hardcore Christian right now. But she was into like getting her cards read, getting limpia. So I was introduced to that since I was very young. My mom didn't start doing. You can't
also just get it done by anybody though.
Oh yeah, no.
So if you guys are listening, because we've had that done here before on the podcast too, where I got my cards read and stuff, but just make sure you guys know who you're going to, and if you feel any little doubt, whether you're buying crystals, whether you're getting your cards read, whether anything spiritual, if you feel any little doubt, like you shouldn't be there, fucking go. Any little bit of it, just go, because it shouldn't even be there if you're already, if you're already about to do that. So be careful with that, guys.
I'm gonna keep on the run. I'm gonna have me some fun. It cost me my very life.
What's one secret you've never told your partner before?
One secret? I don't know. Probably would be probably my body count.
Oh, okay. That's
yeah.
a good one. It's none of his business, to be honest. What about one embarrassing? You just look at me so innocent, like, yeah, that's just it. Is it higher than what he thinks?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Is it to like make him feel a little bit better about himself, like, because his body count is low?
I feel like his body count is probably higher than mine.
At this point, we're both lying.
Yeah, at this point, there's only be one liar here. But yeah, I think I wouldn't. I don't know. I probably wouldn't feel comfortable telling him. Cause I feel like the judgment, as I'm a female, it would be totally.
That's the shit that I hate. But if it's the bros, it's like, yeah, I fuck like 50 bitches, and it's cool as fuck. Yeah. It's alright. As long as the homegirls are hyping you up, who gives a fuck? What about one embarrassing moment that he doesn't know about, whether or not you guys were together when this happened or right now?
An embarrassing moment. I don't think I've had an embarrassing moment like with him or like.
Or it could have happened before, but he just doesn't know about it.
I don't know.
So the first question is, what is one secret that you have kept from her so far?
I had with my previous relationship, I had an abortion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about an embarrassing moment that you haven't told her?
When she spends the night, I wake up early to go feed my cat. I go sit on my couch, plop my ass on the fucking couch, and fart to nullify the sound. Yeah. So she don't hear a thing.
I don't fucking blame you.
I put a silencer on that motherfucker. I sit on the couch, I fucking fart into the pillow, so she can't hear a thing from 2 doors down. Yeah.
Okay.
I have yet to fart in front of her. Yeah, you better believe.
How long have you guys been together for?
3 months.
I give you fucking props.
So we're not quite there yet. I haven't farted in front of her. I'll be honest with you, brother.
I give you fucking props. Our first day, I was like, I let one slip.
When you let one slip in front of them, you hit another level. I want to hit that level, but damn, farting in front of somebody, that takes trust. Believe.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
So I ain't farted in front of her yet.
I don't know, because I don't really have any. All right.
What about one embarrassing moment, whether it happened before you guys got together or while you guys are together? But again, he doesn't know about it.
An embarrassing moment could be anytime. There was one time in middle school where we had a pep rally, and like I attempted a backflip in front of everyone, and I like landed on my back.
You took the wind straight out of you, huh?
Yeah, but I got back up. I did another cartwheel and I did the splits, and I just
Wait, a pep rally? So the whole school was there, huh?
yeah.
Well, you just got up and act like it didn't happen?
I just got up. I was like, all right. I did another cartwheel. I did the splits, and I was like, okay, I'm done.
Oh, shit. You still wave those pom-poms in the air like
Yeah, I
nothing?
was like, woo, let's go, and I went back.
And you guys don't go to the same school or nothing like that?
Well, middle school we didn't go to the same school, but then high school we went to the same school. But in high school we didn't talk to each other.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So the first question is, what is one secret that you have kept from her so far?
Oh shit. Bro, I don't have any secrets. I've only known her for like a month, bro. Bro, I don't know. What the fuck? This is actually a hard question.
You should have more secrets right now. It's only been a month.
Bro, I don't. Oh shit. She thinks I'm broke, but I'm not.
Damn, that's a good one to keep. That's a good one to keep right there.
I tell her I have under $100, you know, barely working, bro. I got thousands saved up.
What about an embarrassing moment you haven't told her?
Oh shit. Low key. Okay, this is low key. Okay.
She won't know your answers.
That's true. That's
or
true.
the name of the podcast. So
Low key. Okay. I was talking to her best friend at one point.
damn, while talking to her.
Okay, it was before her though.
Oh, okay.
So like, yeah.
You're good.
But that's it. That's it. That's it. Though.
All right, hell yeah.
Viva Las Vegas!
All right, guys. So this one's going to be a little different. We're going to go ahead and talk about it, and then we'll go into the second one. So with our first couple, the boyfriend he said an abortion.
Yeah,
I
an
think so.
abortion before.
How would you feel like if your partner were to tell you some shit like that? Well, he doesn't need, that's his secret. So how would you feel like if you were to find out about something like that?
I feel like I'm super pro-choice, and I honestly would respect his decision. I guess I don't want to sound fucked up or whatever, because I'm not. Like, I accept people if they have kids and going into a relationship, but I do find that I have dated people that, you know, like when you get into a relationship, obviously when you break up, you're single, right? Like,
right.
But
you do your shit.
You do your shit. But I know that there have been cases like when they break up, they honestly regret having a kid with their partner, or, you know,
There's been so many
there's
situations
been so many
where
different
people regret
situations.
who they have a child with.
Or having the child, period. So I feel like I would respect that, and I'm like, okay, like, you guys were smart to make that choice, and not continue it or whatever, you know. So I respect
He
that.
also didn't tell us if he wanted the abortion.
Yeah.
There's
that's
cases where
true.
the men don't want it either.
Yeah. They
So
want
he
to keep
could
on
that
going.
could be his reason to keep it to himself as
Yeah,
well.
he could be hurting or whatever. I feel like with the whole, like, with this segment, it's interesting because I'm very open, like, with my relationships. Everybody tells me that I shouldn't be wanting to know, but I want to heal. I want them to heal. I want us to, like, be cool with talking about anything.
Right.
So,
because like there could be something one day where, like, let's say that person that you're with had that abortion and you guys end up pregnant. You don't know, maybe they had that abortion because they never wanted kids and now they got to tell you that secret. And it's like,
yeah.
how are we supposed to know each other completely if we're keeping stuff from each other? And there are some couples that we get like, oh no, we tell each other everything. Honey, I could see it in your face and you're holding some shit back. Don't let your man look at you. And that's what I do with my people. I'll be like, you know what, let me turn you around so they don't see your face right now. Because honey, you might be thinking you got a poker face, but let me tell you, I see that shit in your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we don't record the couples. They don't get like physically recorded or nothing. So, all to them. With his girlfriend, her secret was her body count.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't think that it matters.
No.
I feel like he probably was lying. I think it's like common that people lie about their body count, and at the end of the day, it don't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she was really pretty, so I bet it was higher. She did say it was higher though, so it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter.
At least it shouldn't.
Yeah, and also it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, like you said, like, I don't think it matters. Like, it's like experience, whatever. Like, I feel like we need to bring my man on his shit. He's hella funny, but like, that fool has a high ass body count. He's open to tell me, like, that fool was a whore. Like, he has a whore drawer and everything. Like, I'm finding out all kinds. He has a whore drawer. Well, I call it a whore drawer.
There could be many different things what a whore drawer is. Like, is there? I'm not gonna ask. I don't. What's in there? If we can know.
Ask. Okay, so in his whore drawer, so he has 2 whore drawers.
Okay, what's that, Mr. Gray?
Oh yeah.
Right, that's his name.
Basically,
Okay,
the
Mr.
whore drawer
Gray.
is that. The whore drawer is that. Like, it has different things in there for different, you know.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, and I had never experienced any of that, so I was like, oh, okay. And then also I was like, wait, you use this? This is, I know it's clean, but like,
right. Like, if it was with another bitch, honey, I'm sorry, but throw that shit away.
So and it's crazy because he was out there serving community dick, you know. He was just like handing this out.
Community dick too?
Yeah,
I've
he was
never
just
have
handing out
yet to
community
heard somebody
dick.
else say that shit
You're just
either.
handing out community dick. So when I have a good following, like, on, thank you so much, on TikTok and on Instagram, but like, I had like a few people like message me and call me that, like, you know, they got served.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, like,
but I'm getting served now,
so you know what it is.
The restaurant's closed, bitch.
Yeah, so you know what it is. And it's something that he's brought it up to me just the other day, you know, because he's also getting, like, things are coming up. And
the second you go public, that's when the people got shit to say.
And I feel like he's used to, in his past, of dealing with girls that, you know, hold that against him. And I tell him, like, I don't care. Like, honestly, like, this ain't no competition to me.
Right.
Like, I'm not here to compete. I'm here to complete, you know, as Janae Aiko said. I really do not care. Like, I understand that he has a past. I understand we're grown. He was not a virgin when he met me. Like, he's a good lover.
Although I wish he was.
No, hell no, because I want that experience.
True,
you know,
true,
he's
true.
experienced, you know, like, it's a whole different thing when they're experienced. I think so. So, and I just don't get in my head.
Feel with me? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
A little bit.
When you give them that fucking super soaker slurper 3000. Yeah. 50 Shades of Grey.
There you go.
Mhm.
I watched it, but I didn't finish watching it, so
It was alright. I feel like 365. The
I heard
365 days.
that
That
one
one
was
was
way
really good. But that's my type.
okay. That
Massimo.
crazy kinky. Okay.
Massimo's my type.
All right, I think that's pretty much all we had to say about them. His
He had
embarrassing
said that
moment.
he was afraid to fart in front of her, which is so cute.
He said, I put a silencer on that bitch. Bro, I don't know how many times I've done that shit. Yep.
Yeah, really?
I've done that shit, bro. Like, been 3 years strong.
Really?
I know.
Maybe it's
Well,
a fire
it
for him?
slipped. It slipped.
I do
But
not give a
willingly,
fuck.
never. Willingly, never.
If I gotta fart, I'm gonna fart. I'm
Do
sorry.
it because they
can hold you back.
There's a story where a girl lost her legs because she was holding her farts in around her.
Bitch, you better fart. You gotta fart right now?
No, she lost her legs,
That's
bro.
sad.
She said you better fart right now.
Yeah, if you gotta fart,
I got
baby.
the silencer on right now, guys.
We can put this on a pause. It's all right.
But yeah, no, she lost her legs because of that. Ever since
How
then,
do you
dude, I've
lose your
been
legs?
so fucking scared.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh
because
about
you
that.
hold it in, and eventually that shit's just gonna erupt inside of you. Like, you ever notice? Well, you don't hold in your farts, but
I
if
do
you
not.
hold in your fart, tus tripitas go. Yeah,
What?
she lost her fucking legs, dude.
She's like, you wouldn't know because you don't hold it.
Yeah, no, I hold them in, guys. But
That's so funny.
yeah, he said he holds in his farts, which
That's
it's so weird for a
kinda
man to
sweet.
be the one that does not want to fart.
Mm.
Men are the ones that always be farting, bro.
I remember my ex. It was so his farts were deadly. But when we first started dating, it was funny because we went out to eat, and like, obviously I was with him for years, like after that or whatever. But we went out to eat for the first time. We had steak and eggs. And them
The
eggs
steak's
got to
heavy
him.
as fuck,
Yeah,
too.
both of them. So I remember he like opened the door for me. I sat in the car and he walked over, but he stayed outside for a little while. And I already knew he was farting.
Right.
And then he came back in and I could fucking smell it. That shit came
It
back
came
inside
with
with him. And I was like, oh, open the door. But he couldn't open the door because the shit was still outside smelling.
Bitch,
And my
drive
side,
away
yeah,
and
like,
open the windows.
yeah, no, it was bad. And I was like, did you fart? And he was like, hella ashamed. He was like, yeah. And then ever since then, like, he really just was like letting them rip all
On
the
you?
time. And that
Okay.
was fine. But like his thing, like, he would always crop dust people.
Crop dust. What's
Oh,
that?
you don't know because you're not
No.
a farter.
No. I mean, I'll fart, but if in front of my man, I'm sorry. If I'm with my siblings, I don't give a fuck. But with
Nah.
my man, I cannot.
This
Like,
was a heavy crop duster.
What
On
is
top
that?
of all the things that he's done and all the bad things that he contributes to society. He's the crop duster. So what crop dusting is when you like do your little silent but deadly fart, but you do it like when people are behind you. Like you just do it and like you don't apologize. You just keep on going.
I said me at the gym, guys. Sometimes like certain workouts, bro, in the morning they got you fucked up. Like there's been times where I gotta stop mid workout and I gotta go to the restroom just to fart. I don't even gotta poop. Like I just gotta fart, bro. There was this one specific. I said on the podcast, but I'm gonna say it for the TikTok. There's this one specific thing where like you put your knees on the pad and you hold your hands up and you basically, it's like an ab workout, so you gotta pull your legs to you and you're basically doing like this with your body. But it was early as fuck in the morning, you know, your pancita gotta let something out in the morning. And bro, the first crunch I went and
Ooh, cute.
I was like, I'm gonna fucking like leave this gym and never come back.
Everybody has their headphones in. It's
That's
fine.
what my homegirl
Yeah.
said. She's like, dude, look around. She heard it because me and her were talking. This was like me barely going to the gym, first times type of shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. Everybody didn't hear shit. But I was just like, thank God that shit was not deadly, guys. But yeah, she heard it. And yeah, I don't know. Is that a crop dust? Because there was a bitch on like the bicycle one right behind
No,
me.
because you didn't like walk off, right? You did.
I did.
It's a
I
little
was
bit of
so
a crop
scared.
dust.
I went upstairs.
But like crop, it's that, and also just like being in public and just like walking, like continuing
Okay.
to just like, you know.
I feel like everybody's done that before.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
no way
yeah.
that nobody's just. All right, there you go. Now we
Okay.
can talk about the second couple.
So we got Val in the chats on TikTok live. Shout out to Val.
Because I didn't even
she's-
think about that
She's
shit either.
always on my live because she's my best friend. So her being on this topic and voicing that, yeah, for sure, Val. So she said, what about the girl's best friend? She kept the secret from her too. Like, shady.
That's true. Me and my man heard this, and neither one of us had that thought. That's crazy.
That's definitely something that like you need to bring up, like, because I respect the girls that called me as my friends to let me know about like my man that
Right.
they used to talk to him or whatever, but they just talked on, and there's levels to it too of talking. Like I'm like, what kind of talking, you know? Like they only talked on
Nowadays,
the dating
you don't
apps or
even know what
whatever.
talking is talking.
Exactly, it's talking because there's some situationships. I know I've been in a fucking situationship for over 2 months. Embarrassing. Anyways, and we were just talking. Fuck you, motherfucker.
TikTok, I don't know.
Pero, you know, and then there's also talking of, you know, what because they've been knowing each other in high school. What if they were talking in high school and it was just a little like walking to class type shit, you know, like some little low level, you know? So we don't know what it is. You know, what if it's something that the best friend doesn't even want to bring up.
When there's some hound dogs. So,
but I feel like that should be something because it's like girl code either way.
Right.
Like I definitely would let Val, my best friend, know if I talked to her fool or whatever, even if it was just like I saw this fool at the club and he asked for my number.
And it's like,
you know,
one
like
of the
I just want to let you know, like I don't like him, you know, because it's also like, why are you keeping this from me? Like, is it because you guys have something, you like him, you still like him, or what?
Right.
You know, and then it's also like, if you did or if you do, like I would just not continue the relationship because the relationship with my best friend is more important than
Plus
him.
it's like you don't know how close the homegirls are to where if you're like me and my friend, we're like basically together around all the time. She's always around me and my man, so it's like that would be such a level of betrayal to do some shit like that. Her boyfriend's secret, what the fuck did that fool say?
Oh, that he had money.
And he's broke but has money. Yeah,
I mean, it could be that he's
fair,
done that.
I guess.
Yeah, it could be that he's done that because maybe he's had girls use and abuse him with money before, and maybe he just wants to see if she's really,
or he could have the mentality. I say I'm broke, but I just have priorities.
Right.
So I have the money, but I got priorities first. Like we can go out later when the spare money's there, but right now I got to put the money specifically somewhere else. So
definitely, I feel that
could be for him, or like you said, girls can use them.
Little Mike and Funny Bone, you guys are on the live. Big shout out to you guys.
The embarrassing moments. She's fucking like, I would have went crying if I fell in front of the whole school. She's bold. She's strong. She kept the show going.
My dramatic ass would have called 911.
Literally, like
I'd be like, "Oh, you guys want a show? I'm not gonna go down like this, guys."
Dude, she said she she fell on her back, so instantly you're like, you winded yourself, bro. No, she bounced back up and did some cartwheels and like, all right, the show's done. Like, no fucks given.
The show must
I bet
go
people
on.
would, instead of talking shit, they were like, girl, you're fucking cool. Like, shout out to
her. Or maybe
her.
they didn't even notice because she made it like she pulled it off hella smooth.
Like, oh, that was just
stuff.
a crazy split, guys. I don't know what's going on.
I just did a back thing. This is the new trick or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, so shout out to her. But damn, she sounds so sweet and she was a cheerleader and stuff, and then she doesn't know that her man is actually rich and dated the best friend. Wild.
And dude, that's what's like so crazy is like we'll have like vice versa, whichever couple wants to say, they'll have so much shit that they keep from their partner. We end up getting nothing from the other partner.
That's what I fucking hate. Like I tell my current man, like please do not keep anything from me because my trauma is that like my ex kept so many things from me and we could have been something so good had he told me, you know,
right?
Had I was able to be there for him, had you know, like we could have had a good relationship, and I feel like that's so important, you know.
You know how they say like when you're a good partner relationship you become one. It's like you can't really become that one if there's pieces missing from the other person and shit. Like
definitely
you can't help each other if you guys really don't know what's going on with each other. And it's just like if I there's couples that ask us to like the uno reversing on our asses, and like here and there, like at the beginning, like we did have like probably an embarrassing moment but never really a secret. So like there are couples where I truly believe like, yo, we tell each other everything, like even to the embarrassing shit. So it's like I believe it. There is just some couples where you're like, I see your lies. I see your lies. I don't know how that person doesn't see it. Maybe they're Delulu, but I see it. So, but yeah, that's our segment. What happens in Vegas, and those were our couples.
That's cute. So you and your man do it? You guys go downtown, or where do you guys go for this?
I mean, fuck it. We'll tell it. We mostly started going to First Friday to go ahead and do this. First Friday we realized is like the influencer night, basically. Like, and Cali you'll see the influencers everywhere. Vegas it's like kind of like not really. You'll see little girls doing TikToks here and there, but like I feel like First Friday really became for influencers because we see more people recording now down there. Shout out to Josh 702. I don't know if you've seen him.
He's on. I've seen him on Instagram and TikTok and stuff.
Yeah, so we bumped into him. We kind of just watch everybody else do their thing, and That's where we go and record. Sometimes we stay there till they close, and that's when we really get some juicy shit out of the people that already had one too many in them.
Oh yeah, when they drinking,
yeah,
it be happening. Everything be coming out.
But basically, what we do, if you guys are also new listeners, I grab the girlfriend, he grabs the boyfriend, and we'll separate them and then just ask them the questions. We've had like LGBTQ plus like people, and then we just ask them like, who are you more comfortable with going? But it's completely up to them. So yeah, that's how we go ahead and do it, and that's what we get out of them. Nobody knows each other's answers or the name of the podcast. I wanted to be like a little like I'm an instigator. I'm not gonna lie. I like starting like little things, like mostly within relationships. Don't ask me why. I don't know.
Because she's a Gemini. I was about to say she's a Gemini.
But I wanted to wear that merch that I was telling you my friend made. I'm like, what if like if they notice, my man's all like, you're stirring the pot. Just
yeah. You stirring the pot. You stirring the pot.
Yeah, so we don't do that. But yeah, that's pretty much what we do with that. And but yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Do you have anything you would possibly want to go ahead and say before we go, or something that you want to like promote or something? Like I said, everything's gonna be down in the bio if you guys want to hear what she's talking about right now.
I'm just excited. This is like my first like podcast with a woman. I've done a podcast with two guys before, so it's pretty cool. Like
you're in Vegas as well.
They were one was in Florida and one was here in Vegas. We goes like back and forth and stuff. So it's pretty interesting to get like a woman's perspective and talk about these things. So that was cool, and I'm looking forward to doing more. I feel like
you guys are welcome back anytime. If like you said, you want to bring a boyfriend on, we're welcome to bring him on too. Okay. Anybody and everybody can come on here.
Thanks for keeping me entertained on my lunch, of course. Thanks, Val.
Keep the hustle, Val. Yeah. I'm gonna stop with my thumbs up. I feel weird.
But yeah, I think that's it. I'm excited.
Okay, so right now, like we said, you guys can book a studio session to get some pictures taken. Lash session,
makeup session. I'll be rolling out some makeup courses.
Teacher as well, guys. Yeah. Teacher in many things.
So yeah, different things, and whatever you guys want to, like on Sin Vergüenzas podcast, she has the Google form. So if you want to leave something and you want me to come back and you want me to address some things, because I don't have my own podcast, I don't know, it's kind of hard. I'd rather just like come on.
You have a lot of things.
I have a lot of things going on, so
I'd be honestly like, you can do it though. Knowing you have so many different businesses to where you can bring so many stories into this.
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, if anything, we can collab on that, because I don't think I can do it on my own. I can definitely not do it on my own. I do need somebody.
If you guys were here for my first episodes, my first episode was by myself. I'm so sorry, guys, that you heard that. It's gonna stay up there. But yeah, for sure, anything, I'm down for it all. The listeners are down for it all.
Yeah, just have them submit what you guys want to do. She has a Google form on hers. I'll link that up too on my bio here on TikTok and also on Instagram, so you can hear this episode and then check out her episodes, make that form, bring it back.
I come up, you come up. That's how we're gonna do it. That's what we're supposed to do around here. So if you guys are ever in the swap meet, because I know y'all be hitting the swap meets on the weekend, come down here to Memori 702, take a quick flick, and come say hi to Marina. Nice. All right, guys, other than that, like she said, she gave out the shout out to the Google form. Submit your dreams, ask for advice, drop a confession to be read 100% anonymously on the podcast. If you're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, please do a 5-star review. Drop a little comment down there for it. If you're on YouTube, like, comment, share, subscribe. Go ahead and simply go down to the link in the bio. You can find the TikTok, the Instagram. Simply by going to the Instagram, you can go ahead and find all the listening outlets that we're on. Everything will be there. And yeah, you'll find everything that you basically need there. Other than that, guys, thank you to you for being on here. Thank you to you for making everybody feel comfortable. And all the shit that you do is just simply fucking amazing. You're a hard worker. You did make me cry at some point. So yeah, I appreciate it, and thank you for coming on, and thank you for sharing some things, like you said, exclusively for here on the podcast. So I appreciate it. And other than that, you guys, I hope you guys have a good, safe weekend whenever you're listening to this too. We'll catch you guys with more episodes coming up. And other than that, Peace out, bitches.
Bye.
No tienes vergüenza, mami. Baby, quiero ser el río de tu Tokio. Chingamos en la casa de papel sin negocio.